I'm pulling, it won't open, it's no good, and I'm wide awake now. I can't get no sleep.
The Blades Ramble are proudly supported by our main channel sponsor, My Business Group, a group of brands designed to support owners, leaders and managers in business. If you're looking to grow your business, contact mybusinessgroup.co.uk today for more information, or follow the link in the description below. This watch along is sponsored by Match Bingo, combining football and bingo into one brilliant app. Come and play along with us and get results in real time against real players by using our link in the description. Deposit £10 to get £30 worth of bets, but please do gamble responsibly. Thank you to Match Bingo for supporting the Blades Ramble.
Blades fans, subscribe to Blades Ramble. Up the Blades.
What is happening, Blades, and welcome back to the Blades Ramble. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is your watch-along for Birmingham City versus Sheffield United in the Carabao Cup. We can't wait, can we? We cannot wait for this game. Because it's going to be straightforward. No issues, no problems. Don't anticipate it being a difficult game or anything like that. Sheffield United are in good shape. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. It is a heavily rotated side for Sheffield United. I don't think we'll quite line up how it shows on the screen there. I think O'Hare will be further forward, and I think Samari will drop into the 4. But we'll wait and see. There was an advertisement for Match Bingo. They are the sponsors of this stream, as they are for all our watch-alongs. But the game isn't on Match Bingo tonight. Just to let you all know that. I know it was sort of shouted in the intro. I didn't realise the levels were different in terms of that. So apologies for anybody that got deafened by our thanks to Match Bingo. But yeah, we are here tonight, but I'm not here on my own to talk about Sheffield United. We're going to wallow together in... look, we're not even going to talk about the game, the first game of the season. We might touch on it because Jordan's spoken about it, but after that, it's done. We'll concentrate on tonight and try and get a little bit of momentum together as a team, as a squad, as a club. So without any further ado, let's welcome in the professional, my co-commentator, it's Jordan Motson.
Jordan Motson, the man. Sounds so right. Sheffield's pride, every fan can see. He's the voice of the Blades, their melody.
Jordy boy, how's it going, pal? What did you say when I messaged you at Link tonight? It's not going to be. It's not going to be. We're good. We're positive. What I didn't realise was, but of course I didn't realise I'd scheduled a 90 after 90 for directly after this. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting to see how that comes off. No, we don't do that. We don't hide. I haven't made it public, but I will do now. Yeah, full time at St Andrews. Yeah, we're good to go. So, Jody boy, I know you're in fact, I'm not going to take your spotlight off you. Do you want to talk us through the teams tonight before we get into anything else? No. Yeah, agreed. Okay, right. That is, I mean, you can see it there. Let me see if I can just pause that as a... No, that's not going to be the lineup. That's the starting 11, and sometimes it takes Stream Builder a little while just to catch up. Tommy Doyle will drop in. I think, well, there's a chance. The only difference that ITV4 have got to this lineup is that Williamson is the left side, and Tommy Doyle's in the 10. So that could be the case. Tommy Doyle might be a little bit further back, us knowing what we know about him, but that's a really strong side, isn't it? That's a really... Tom Cannon. That's how it'll be, I think. I think we will be more 4-5. I don't know if they've got it, how they've got us on here. Yeah, I think we'll be 4-2-3-1. I think it'll be Samari and Marsh sitting a little bit like Marsh did pre-season. Ryan O'Neill a bit left. Ukaki will be right. Those will be correct. O'Hare will be in the 10 and Cannon up top. Some people saying they can't hear you, Jord. Can't hear you. That's no good, is it? Oh no. We'll have to see. Try again. I've got you. Thank you to Brett who's trying to ring me, but can anybody hear me now? Hear Jord now? I can hear Jord, but he needs turning up, says Peak. No, I think you can probably hear him through my mic, mate. That's probably the one. What we're saying now. Anything now? Anything now? Can you hear me now? No, nothing. Don't know what's going off here, Geordie boy. We haven't changed out either. That's the troubling thing. Let me just check something in here. Maybe try that. Can hear you in background faintly, but that'll be through mine, I think. So it may. Don't worry about that. That's a good start. For those that can't hear, George saying this is as good a start as United's season has been. So I guess Cam, we should be able to hear you. Control audio via OBS. Try again. Try talking again.
Can you hear me now?
I think. I can hear you. I think we can hear you now. Have a look. Let us know.
Got any comments in yet?
Our technical guy thinks it might be your mic. I'm just waiting on another comment because I've heard.
It's weird because everything's.
We've got you now, Jod. We've got you now.
We're all good.
Yeah, I think so. Right, so like you've just said, that is typical United season so far, and a little bit typical of the Ramble, as has been in the last couple of streams. The first one was Cal Fowler's fault, so I'm continuing to blame him. But what we're saying is, thank you to everybody that pointed that out to us. But the first thing we're saying was, Birmingham looked really strong. Let me get back to Birmingham's team because we don't want to miss out on what we're saying. You look at some of those names in there. Cashin, who's coming on loan to likely play as a first teamer, didn't play the first game because obviously he was fairly new. I like a lot of these players that are coming in as well. Laird was really strong from in Division 1. Cochrane played at the weekend. Clara played at the weekend. James Beadle coming in, who's an England under-21 international. We think the only thing that... Take it, mate.
Damari
Gray played at the weekend. Kyogo, obviously the main striker, played at the weekend and played really well. Hit the post twice. Williamson and Doyle, we think, are the wrong way around. And Doyle, knowing Tommy Doyle like we do, Tommy Doyle coming in, by the way, is maybe slightly deeper. But
you look at their team and they've shuffled around a bit, haven't they?
They've made 6 changes, mate. But I think the changes they've made, like Tommy Doyle and Cashin coming in, they're players that they will want to integrate into their side anyway because they're first team level for them, aren't they? So it's really strong from Birmingham, no less than I expected. And then Sheffield United have gone with 10 changes. Callum O'Hare being the sole survivor. Do you want to talk us through this one, pal? Yeah,
so we've got, like I say, it depends which way you want to look at it. On here, we're obviously playing a 4-1-4-1, but ITV4 had us as a 4-3-3. So we'll go with ITV4 because I think it's probably more likely that way. Adam Davis in goal, Sam Curtis at right back, Sasnauskas at centre half with Jack Robinson and Sam McCallum. 3 central midfielders are Samare, Louis Marsh, and Callum O'Hare. The front 3 of Akaki on the right, Ryan Oney on the left, and Tom Cannon up top.
Yeah, I think that's.
So what we're looking at there is what everyone's basically been saying. We haven't got a great deal in depth, and Birmingham have signed that many players that they have. So we'd love to be in their position, basically.
What for those that haven't heard, by the way, if we get through tonight, which is a very tall order, in the second round of the Carabao Cup, which has just been drawn before we came on, it's Port Vale at home for the winners of this tie. It's Port Vale at home. Port Vale, a decent side, just gone up to League One. Will settle at the level, I'm sure, because they've done some decent recruitment.
Darren Moore's Port Vale as well, isn't it? So
Darren Moore's Port Vale, yeah, nice
we'll
little
get a good reception if we do get through, but I highly doubt it, so we might not have to worry about that.
What jumps out to you in this team, mate? Because I can talk to you about a couple of things already, but what are you looking at when you see United's lineup?
I mean, look at us as backup right back for a start. We backup centre backs, left back. I mean, Sam McCallum for me, not good enough.
That defence, mate, that defence, and we didn't expect anything different really. But you look at Sam Curtis, who's had a really poor record out on loan, which he's a very young player. We can't forget that. He came in with a little bit of hype due to his performances in League of Ireland, but he's not really adapted to English football that well, by all accounts. He gets his chance tonight, but he's also partnered, obviously next to him is Dovi Sasnauskas, very young, very, very young, and it's frightening to think that this is what we're going with in terms of a game of this. I say this magnitude. It's not, is it really? But it's just
if we get injuries. That's what's coming in.
This is what's coming through, isn't it?
This is what's coming through. And that is the big worry. We haven't got any depth at the back, and then there's talks that Robinson and Martin Davis are going to leave. Now, I know...
Talk to me about this, George. Talk to me about it, pal.
Do you know, if we bring players in, fine. But they cannot leave until players come through the door. For me, it's as simple as that. I don't see I don't see how it makes sense. You can't let them two go and then we're even shorter at back than what we were before. We're short as it is.
It's
going to let them go without bringing anyone in. It just don't make sense. I don't know. It's not good. We're a bit slow to everything at the moment, aren't we? And that's the problem with. For me, we're a lot weaker than what we were last season.
Oh, hang on.
We've not replaced the players that that we need to replace.
Sorry to interrupt you, George. We used to do this with Chris Wilder. They're interviewing Ruben Selles now. So let me just turn this up a little bit, see if people can hear. Our track record with people being able to hear things haven't been great, but let's try and see if people can hear what Ruben Selles has to say. Good challenge, good opponent. This is his initial thoughts on what he thought to Birmingham being opponents drawn tonight. Asking him straight away about talking to players on pitch. It wasn't an intentional sort of a planned thing. It was keeping everyone together. We don't want to feel those moments alone, he says. We weren't good enough. It's time to build something out of that defeat and move to the next game. 10 changes he's being asked about. Akaki says he's going to done a good pre-season and he's good one-on-one. Need to see how he does in this position. See if he can take the opportunity like any other player. Feel like a translator.
Good at listening to Spanish, aren't you?
I don't know if they can hear him. That's all. So they're a team that's strong in possession. They have changed a few things. We need to control them in our defensive moments and be organised behind the ball. What do you want out of a Ruben Selles team here? I want to see a team that's performing as a team. We'll try our best to qualify, being as competitive as we can. Talking to my boy Michael Brown. Yes, love that.
You're miles behind, by the way. So we've got ITV4 on, and that finished about a minute ago.
Right. Well, I don't know whether I'd paused it for Sheffield United team, to be honest. So I'm back. When you were going through Sheffield United.
If we're synced up at the same time.
Yeah, we'll be right, mate. We'll be right. Let's have a look at what people are saying, because I know there's some comments coming in already. I'm going to skip over all those that told me Jord were muted, because thank you to everybody for letting me know, but it's obviously been resolved now. Deb says, evening Jimmy and Jord, have you heard anything about Sayers sending a clear warning to the boardroom? Up the Blades, up all the Rambles, up Matilda Shakes, like and subscribe, and share the Best Blades channel. Thank you. No, other than what I thought the press conference was. Is that how you interpreted some of the press conference, Jord, in terms of a bit of this cannot happen again, where players are leaving without replacements? Is that how you interpreted it?
I think it's expected that he's going to say that, really, because it can't happen again, can it?
Look at what we've got underneath.
We can't be going into games so underprepared like that, and it was just awful defensively. Just mistakes at back galore, and then wide open all over the park. It weren't good enough. Simple as that. So I don't know how to interpret it from him. He needs time. He needs time for. We can't just go off one game and
no,
like,
we can't.
No, that's it. I'm slagging him down. This is we've got to try and put it behind us now. And I'm not really fussed about this game, if I'm quite honest. I'm not even going to judge him on this performance. I'll wait until after Windows finised and probably middle of September into back end of September.
Wait to sell Watchalong, Jord. Appreciate it. Not fussed about this.
I'm just giving my honest opinion. It's
yeah. That's what we're here for, mate. Ben did ask us a question, but then he corrected himself, so he just says, up the Blades, up all the Rambles, like and subscribe. Thank you, Ben. Matt says, evening, Jimmy, did you sort the car out? New alternator and new battery later. Yeah, I did, mate. 385 quid. Very young side tonight. Be good to see Samare and Ukaki tonight. Let's see what they can do. Absolutely, it will be. Looks like we could miss out on Woo. Why are we so slow in the transfer market? Start to lose confidence in the owners. I really am. I were on yesterday saying it looked like it were close to Woo. That were an assessment, and I did caveat it by saying we're not ITK on this. We're just making assumptions from what we know and pooling everything together. I do trust the source that said what he said to me. But if now at the 11th hour somebody like Werder Bremen are going to swoop in and come to the table with an offer and make it very difficult, it's so frustrating. I'm not saying we're going to lose Woo, by the way, because I think we were very far down the line with him. But does it just add to the frustration, Jord, of what we're dealing with at the minute in terms of how slow we are in transfer market? I know there's a lot of things happening, but in terms of the end result of getting the deal signed off and over the line, you can't get to 95, 99% all the time and then not pull the trigger. You've just got to do it at some stage.
Yeah, that is where people say we're so slow. That's why fax machine joke comes out all the time, and it's not like it's more recent. It happens all the time. I'm sure other clubs are exactly the same, but it just feels like we get so far down and these links come out, and then everyone sort of gets a bit of excitement about it, and then bang, someone else is cutting, they've gone elsewhere. It's just so frustrating because I don't get. You think we'd learn his lesson, and if they are really, really interested in him, then get it sorted, get it done.
Yeah, get it done early before they've got a chance to trigger other clubs about it and get a bidding war going.
His agent's going to put him about for a better deal because they're going to want more money out of it.
Exactly right.
So get it done and dusted, and then get him holding shirt, and we don't have to worry about other clubs.
Correct, mate. Rob says, evening, Jimmy. I've tried to see the owners from a different point of view till now, but with Woo looking Werder bound, I'm starting to get disillusioned with the owners now. Not good at all. Will says, Viva la Spanish Blades Cup run. S17 says, these owners have somehow managed to ruin a football club in less than 6 months after Wilder had worked miracles to put it back together after the last Prem season. Get them out. Thieves. S17. Going very early on that. Some people have made their mind up, haven't they? And after one bad result, do you know if we'd have beaten Bristol City 4-1, I don't think the energy would be the same.
No, mine wouldn't. I'm gonna feel a bit disheartened by it all. And I said to you, obviously, that watch along with the Wrexham, Southampton Wrexham one, that I didn't feel confident in, is purely because of that back line and how weak we looked.
Yeah,
and it come true. Exactly what I were worrying about, or what everyone were worrying about, happened. So I get it that people are going to be negative, and I feel a bit negative. But if we get some bodies in and some quality in, and then we start to see the direction that we're going in, I'm sure people will start to feel a bit more positive. But that's not happening at the moment, is it?
No, it's not, mate. No, it's not. Brett says, evening, boys. Is it just me that thinks the board got Selles in because of his reputation for developing youngsters, knowing that at the end of the window that will be all we're able to field up all the rambles, up the positive ones? Only joking. We're going to walk this league up the positive ones. Okay, fair enough. Dave Morwood says, evening, Jimmy. Or he says, everything, Jimmy and Jord. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I'm positive there will be a result tonight. Like and subscribe, please. Thank you. And he put, evening, excuse the wonky eye. No problem, pal.
Right,
and then I know. Aye, Captain. Dave Morwood, one of our Platinum Ramblers. Thank you, pal, for your support. Matt says, Port Vale at home if we win next round. Yes, absolutely. Luke says, evening, lads. Please tell me signings are on the way as there's no rumours and the squad depth is bleak. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Only what I told you the other day, pal. And, there's been no movement yet, has there? No sort of... And when I say no movement, what I mean is there's been nobody over the line yet. So it's frustrating, isn't it? Very frustrating. Was watching on ITV4, then realised you were on. Nice one, Danny boy. You can still watch on ITV4. Just watch along with us as well if you want. Stephen Seagal says... fantastic team, poor Birmingham side, easy victory, I think. Fantastic team for... sarcasm. Thank you. Thank you for... I'm glad I spotted that because I was about to go. Robbo in the squad, says Will. Are you surprised at that, Jord?
No. It didn't start at weekend, did he? So...
I know in usual circumstances, it would be no surprise at all. Your fit centre-half is coming into the side when you need a centre-half to play.
Yeah.
But everybody knows he's talking to Wrexham and he's not happy here.
I don't think after Saturday that R&D were going to start today.
No, I don't.
So
but
the only other option you've got is to put Robinson there. Whether he's talking to Wrexham or not, we've no option.
And I think that might be the case at the weekend as well. So I think
but
if we haven't got anybody in, it's got to be Robinson, hasn't it?
To be honest, and as much stick as we've given him, I'd rather him be there.
I'd rather him than Reese or Dovey,
Absolutely.
to be honest, at the moment.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
And that everyone knows what I think of him, but he's certainly our second. Some may say first, but I think he's our second best central defender at the club at the minute. So we need him in the squad, don't we? Or in the lineup. Evening, Jim. Jim lad, this is better entertainment than my alls in Cos. This is where the sound drops out. You see, you were doing a bit of a mime act. Nice says, evening gents, hope you're well. Can't believe people are complaining online about the lineup. Some need to learn football knowledge. Still have a chance tonight. Anything can happen. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, up behind the Ramble. Like and subscribe. I don't think it's a football knowledge thing. I think because everybody can have an opinion whether you think you're educated or you're not. Really, it's just some people will be frustrated that we've made so many changes because I sort of gave the context that you could make an argument for play your best team because of how poorly we played on Saturday. Try and get some rhythm into what you believe is going to be your starting lineup for Saturday. And I think Sayers mentioned in his presser, he would maybe have considered that had it been played yesterday when a lot of the ties were played and would have had more time for that first team lineup to recover. But because it's a Wednesday with only a couple of days now to go before the Swansea fixture, that's why we've made so many changes. It surprises me to see Callum O'Hare in there, who, yes, he's the Energizer Bunny and can run around all day, and his legs are incredible in terms... Well, that sounds a little bit... but he can run for days.
Right, Jim.
I know, well, he's 2025, mate. But he can run for days. We don't want to burn him out. That's my only concern, really. I don't think he'll play the full 90, or I don't think he should.
Game 55, 60 minutes today, and he'll whip him off, won't he?
Yeah, probably.
Probably bring Gus on there, something like that.
Jack Robinson being focused on there on the camera. Is this possibly his last appearance? Obviously, maybe at Swansea at the weekend.
Ask his owners.
Yeah, I know. Peake says, I'm going for a Blades victory 3-2. The players will want to redeem themselves, and the transition issue from Saturday has been resolved. It was an issue with the aerial on the south stand. Okay, fair dues. Muted, thank you very much. Yes, I understand that. Yes, got that. Cooler King says, I know the Man Mountain doesn't care about the League Cup, and I see why, but I worry about the effect on morale and potentially another heavy defeat. Daz says, evening Jim and Jord, not too concerned about tonight, just give young'uns a run out and keeping me powder dry until all incomings and outgoings are done. Not going to start panicking until then. What are your thoughts, Jordan, if we get Pagged again tonight?
I'm not fussed. Honestly, I'm really not fussed about this. I
know you're not. I know you're not bothered about staying in the cup per se. It's certainly not a priority for the club.
I don't.
But if we get hammered 3-4-0 again tonight, going into Swansea,
some pelters, aren't they? I think no matter what, if they lose, they're going to get some pelters for it. And if they get battered, it's going to be even worse. But I think it's that early in the season that surely they can get it out of their head and think, right, that's only a cup game. We're back into league football now.
Heavily rotated team as well.
A rotated team. We're out at cup. We've just got league to focus on now until FA Cup starts in January. Do you know what I mean? That's our ad. That's our ad. Try and be mentality wise. The football players, they can take it. I know they're human, but they can take it surely.
Samari towering over this team of dwarves we've got, by the way.
That's one thing that worries me with this team is they are so small.
Crazy, isn't it?
Like corners and Jack Robinson's throw-ins, they are. I mean, what do we
obsolete, mate? Obsolete.
Once or twice last season with Robbo long throws. It's even worse this year.
And that will be a few big lads in team as well, won't
exactly.
it? Paul says these new owners have got their names right. I've got their names right. I think I ought to be Del Boy. It ought to be Del Boy and Rodney Trophy. Yellow. All right, okay. All right, okay. There's a lot of comments about that. All good now. All good. That's where I'm getting to. We're all sorted. Never.
15 minutes ago, weren't it?
Never in danger. That look, Joe. That's where I am, pal. There's a lot of comments to get through. Kev says, "Hi, Jimmy. Interesting team selection. Looking forward to how this team performs. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Is it Port Vale if we beat Brum? Yes, it is. Jakey boy, it is. Could be a rugby score tonight," says Paul. I hope you're wrong, pal. But Paul's been quite vocal about his concern for the current regime. I think is probably fair to say. So he's going with a possible rugby score tonight.
Some of these players, though, and don't get me wrong, I don't think they're going to take the chance because I don't know if they're good enough. But it's a chance for them because they got beat. We got beat at weekend heavily, and the first 11 that started, there's only aware that survived. It's a chance for these to come in and put a stamp on.
If Ukaki comes in and frightens life out at Cochrane or wherever it is, then he's got every chance of starting at weekend, hasn't he? Cassandra Brooks didn't pull up any trees, I didn't think.
That's what I was just going to say.
So I think there's a chance. I think Samari's certainly got an open door to play for a spot because Siddy Peck, I feel for Siddy because I think Gus will start over him no matter how well or poorly Gus plays. But I think Siddy will have to do a job that was really tricky for him at the weekend. And I think Samari's a more natural fit, or supposed to be a more natural fit in that position. And I think Robinson will probably retain his place if we've not got a centre-back sorted out by then as well. And time's going to be obviously running out for that soon as well. So I think those three are the spots that are up for grabs, particularly tonight.
The thing is as well here tonight, like Cannon's playing centrally, which he's been out wide all pre-season.
I love that.
I love that position for me.
I think this. We've been saying, a lot of us on Ramble have, to be fair. I think Cannon will have a much better chance at a successful season now than he did at the half season he came in under Wilder and he weren't really played through the centre.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see if he can, in a high intensity, high tempo side, whether Cannon will.
I'm literally at kick-off, Jim. So
yeah, me too. Got Cannon standing over at ball. Yeah,
perfect. So it's going to be United kicking right to left, Birmingham kicking left to right.
Whistle gone. So we're off, and the timer will catch up with us. Boney against Laird. It's a Birmingham throw.
Six Fingers clears it. Samari miscontrols it, goes out for a throw in on halfway line.
Nige says, can see Robbo doesn't want to be here. Didn't even look like the Mardy self, if you get what I mean. Davis in goal. I put a bet on now both teams to score then because he's absolutely terrible, says DT.
Yeah,
Let's see what the rest of our lads have got in them. Although I wouldn't be surprised if we get anything other than a spanking tonight.
Robinson wins ball off Tommy Doyle.
Well done. He did well there.
Off Williamson.
Yeah, he did well. He did
comes
well.
back off himself, though it goes for a corner.
Yeah, he did as well as he could, I thought.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He were 2-1 there a little bit. Sam McCallum nowhere to be seen, back in deep in left corner.
At least he's playing left back tonight. Jesus, I mean, that said it all Saturday for me when he come on at right back. I'm thinking, is it really that bad? He's not great at left back. He's not going to be any decent at right back.
No.
Doyle, front right hand side with an art's finger. It comes near post. No one picked up Kyogo. He heads it.
Oh my
and it goes
God.
out for a throw in.
Who were his man?
I'd like
I
to
bet
see
I
that
know.
again, 'cause
I
that-
bet I know. I bet I know. The man stood on his own 6-yard box.
It was. No, it wasn't. It was Sasnauskas.
It was Sasnauskas.
He's come from behind Sasnauskas. He's not ready at all. They've played it short. It's obviously off at training ground.
He's got a score. He's got a score, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's poor from Kyogo, that.
Samari flicks it clear for a throw.
It's a long throw in. United
It'll be a long
just
night, this
about
job.
deal with it. Cannon clears it. Goes out for a Birmingham throw in. It's a fast start from Birmingham. Fully expected.
Kev says this is Louis Marsh's time to shine. Of every confidence he'll perform alongside Callum O'Hare. Hi from Kings Lynn, says Wayne. Hello, pal. Danny says, have you seen the team's values between the Blades 92 million and Birmingham 98? I think that is that bought value. I think they've got a stronger side than us out
Guessing
tonight.
they've got that from transfer market.
Yeah,
But
possibly.
They've made a few decent signings, haven't they? It's we've lost two big players in Anel and Souza who've got value. So these are gaining
That's
value,
right.
aren't they?
Why not play a decent team for an hour, then bring the kids on, not the other way around, says Michael. Sheffield United will not be any higher than mid-table. The team we have is weak, says Paul. Things have gone downhill since you let on the six-finger tyke, Jim. Let him stick to his ferrets and whippets. There's no need for that. Sayers is a muppet. Sorry, mate, just my opinion, says John Batterby. Wow. I don't think anybody
that's
really said
harsh.
that about
I think
him.
it's harsh.
I do.
At the end of the day,
No Blade would have said that about Wilder, would they?
He's not going to turn this job down. When it gets offered to him, he ain't going to turn it down.
Samari clears it, but it's headed back in by Birmingham. Louis Marsh just gets lost a little bit in midfield there, trying to control it.
Callum Ware runs into, I think it was Mark Leonard, as he's sort of coming backwards, and it's a free kick to Birmingham.
Alfie says, hope you guys get promoted this season, Jim, and praying Leeds stay up so we can get some more content with Connor. Yes, mate, I'm sure we can.
Talk about Leeds.
I'm not saying I'm sure we can get promoted. I'm sure we can get together with Connor is what I meant. But I was talking about Leeds, what, mate?
The reports that Dom Calvert-Lewin's signing for them today.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he going to be another Pat Bamford for them?
Well, he's been injury prone, hasn't he? Over the last
Very
couple of
injury prone,
seasons,
very
so-
expensive.
And I bet, well, he's just supposedly sacked his agent, so he's doing dealings himself. Hold on. Headed clear by
Free kick.
Solari. Yeah, he's obviously dealing with Leeds himself. So he's going to be getting...
Oh, is he doing it as a solo gig?
I'm
He's not got
guessing so,
another
because
agent?
He's meant to have sacked his agent, is what I've read.
Okay.
He's parted ways with him. So if that's the case, he's obviously dealing with that deal himself. But I bet he's between 60 and 80 grand a week at them, if not more.
Oh, mate, there's rumours he's on around 150 grand.
What?
It won't be that much because you won't pay that for a free agent, would you?
No chance. You won't be paying that for someone who's...
Well,
got injury records,
there isn't the demand there to get that sort of money, I don't think.
No chance.
Nobody's going to pay him that sort of brass.
I get it if he played... Oh, that's a terrible ball, that 1-0 Birmingham.
Dobby Sasnauskas, that, innit?
Yeah, Sasnauskas tries to play a ball back to...
Short back pass.
to
1-0.
To Davis, and it doesn't even reach him. And who knocked it past him? Were it Doyle? Just goes from bad to worse, honestly. 5 minutes. So Lukaku
Simple
played
stuff.
it back to Sasnauke, so doesn't get to it. Then he plays a left-footed pass back to Davis. Really short. I think it's Damari Gray who gets there first. He just knocks it past Davis to Kyogo, who's
Absolutely embarrassing.
who's
That.
in acres of space, really. Just sums up our
Why
defending.
ain't Jack Robinson on? Look, this is Sasnaukis' fault, but Jack Robinson
To be
leaves
honest,
Kyogo all on his own.
I'm not going to blame Robbo for that personally. I think it's an awful ball from Sasnauke.
Shocking. It's shocking.
And Robbo's is on sort of edge at box or just on where D's on edge at box, and Kyogo's pressed forward. I'm not blaming Robbo
So
for that.
Robbo or McCallum's got to drop in there for me as well. And read the
I think
danger.
it happens too quick. I think it happens too quick for him to drop in.
It didn't for Kyogo, did it?
True.
I can't blame him because I will get accused of just, I get that.
I think say it as you think it is. I don't see why not. It's.
But maybe
think
I'm
he's
too
wrong.
far that way, to be honest. So I need to sort of try and be, and I do always try and be fair. It's Sasnaukis' fault all day long.
Yeah.
But I just think that, there's others that could have done better as well. Ukaki's original pass to Sasnaukis were over it, but he had plenty of time to get a safe pass back to.
You only got to get it.
to
The
Davis.
thing is, as well, it's on Davis's right foot there, which is his strong foot. So you get it back to him and let him clear it. And it were awful pass.
I'm just going to skip over a few comments just to get to the goal. Helen says, are there any Blade supporters there? Yeah, there's a few in corner there. I know Jamie Dumpling's there doing his ramble on the road. Tom Cannon now
Blade
chasing
seems
along
to
for
go
all up at top. Can't believe we were 1-0 down already.
See, I can. I'm just not surprised at all. It just shows how weak we are at the back. You knew, especially with football that he's going to play. He's going to want to play pressing football, and I don't mind that. But you've got to have a decent defense as well to be able to, when they press you and intercept it, to be able to mop it up what's coming through. And
My God. Oh my God, can I go to bed now? Says David. Yeah, I think so. My God, says Matt. Rye says, hey up gents, can't wait for the tour to Moz with the girls. So excited, going to be special. Yeah, it is.
yeah, you'll enjoy that.
Yeah, it is, Rye.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
I
John
am
Garrett will be
been.
running it as well, so
Yeah.
he'll make it fun for you as well.
Callum says, unbelievable. Anglo-Saxon says this is going to be a bloodbath. Reinforcements needed ASAP. Rye says, I
That's
just
what
want
in a
Wilder
sense,
back.
if we do play bad and we do get battered,
Louis
referee,
Marsh
that's
to
a
Callum
foul,
O'Hare.
innit?
Oh, that's got to be a free kick,
Cork
ref.
has a shot. It's a great left-footed shot. It just goes over the bar. Unlucky. But yeah, this might highlight to owners that they need to pull the finger out. That's the only sort of positive we can try and take from it, and that is clutching.
Tommy, who I think is a Forest fan, says you look terrible. He's not
I
bad.
agree.
Oh my God, says Bry. What an easy goal, says Ray. Say us out, says Callum. Gaz says, what the hell was he doing? Jesus, honestly. We need centre-backs. Earlier I said Wilder in by Christmas. Now it's Wilder in by October, please. Wilder won't be in. Too much to my disarray, but
Should
going to be a long season, guys, says Barry. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Here we go. Ryan Oney on left. Plays it centrally to Cannon. It's a poor ball. Straight
Yeah,
intercepted.
it's behind him. It's behind him and it's intercepted by Cashin. Oney picks it up again. It's another poor touch that gets away from him and Birmingham collect in defence.
Oh, talk.
Louis Marsh.
Bloody hell. Look, it's a foul on
Samari under
It's-
pressure.
Right, Robinson's behind Samari there. You could see, I didn't see it where, I think it might have been Willemson or Tommy Doyle, were chasing him down. He clearly got no man on shout. There's no communication there whatsoever, and he nearly lost ball.
Ray says it wasn't Davis's fault. Oh, DT says it's Adam Davis is horrific, and Ray says it
I'm
wasn't
not blaming
Davis's
that on
fault.
him.
I'm with you. It wasn't Davo's fault. That
I'm not a big fan of him, but
exactly the
I'm not
same,
blame him
George.
for Sacred either.
Joe says it's the basics. We can't blame Sayers. This is the players. LAFC 192020 says you've got real problems. Oh my God, says John. Simon says I was just about to say we've gone 4 minutes without conceding. We need defenders. It's on red alert now, says Winkerbank Blade. That is terrible from him. You get paid for the basics, says Rob. Oops, says Tony, who looks entertained by it.
That's a Burnley fan, that bad.
Yeah, Burnley fan, yeah. If that does not show the owners we need defenders, says Dave, then they ain't going to strengthen the squad. Chris says that was shocking. Riff says that's Robbo fully, just didn't follow his man. It's not Robbo fully, Riff. It's not. Thank you for giving me an out with this, by the way. That's not fully Robbo. That is Sasnaukas. That is 90% Sasnaukas. You can look at Robbo and you can look at McCallum for the other 10% for not following in and anticipating the run. But it's Sasnaukas who sold Davo short. Damari Gray nips around and just leaves Davo in no man's land. Sayers will be gone by Christmas. Say again, George, sorry.
You can see with this, they look more organised than us. They look like they know exactly what they're meant to be doing. Look at that. Sasnowski makes a terrible pass.
That is an awful.
And
you got so lucky there because it was short again, that.
Yep.
Okaki had to come to it rather than lose possession.
Yeah.
Samari with a heavy touch, but he gets it out wide to Okaki, who finally doesn't win a throw. That's a shame because I'd like to agree with her. It's a shame she gave it Birmingham's way. Before Christmas, says Boss Tweed. Sky says, don't you think this is what Sayers wants? Look, owners, we are relegation fodder, and if you don't throw some money now, you're going to lose lots of cash. Poor, very, very poor. Get some cash spent now, says Nige. I was on the waiting train now. That's long gone. Michael says, you boys have got serious problems. That was awful. You're not wrong.
Davis just clears it. Only second at ball. McCallum plays it up at top to absolutely no one.
What is going on here, Sheffield United? We do. Ray says it. I agree. We look awful. Poor lad, back pass up. He doesn't lose confidence. Kev, I'm all for protecting young players, Kev, but it was really poor. Poor basics.
That is the basics of football, and it don't matter whether you're professional or you play.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Sophie could have done that. She's 9.
It's a simple. It weren't even a 10-yard pass, would it?
And if it's Robinson,
just play 1-2s round us.
If it were Robinson, I'd be giving it him. So I'm going to be fair.
And it's simply.
Oh, Marshy.
We don't. Do you know what? From the first 2 performances that you see now, and this is we're 13 minutes in. We don't look a team.
No, we don't.
We look like individuals. Get up, Kyogo. Embarrassing, mate. But that's Robinson getting involved as well, though.
Yeah, Robbo might get himself booked in if he's not.
They're both getting booked. Look now.
I don't.
He's only but Robinson.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, of course he has. Robinson grabbed him and threw him to the ground. As much as he made of it, absolutely ridiculous from Robinson.
A nice telling linesman to F off.
Oh, he's just shouting at Lino to F off. Shouting at him in his face.
Will be when he gets sent off in a minute. What is going off with this team, honestly?
It feels like we're in a right mess, doesn't it?
It's what, sorry?
It feels like we're in a right mess.
How can you go from, like, 3 months ago, all right, we lost in playoff final, to this? It just absolutely baffles me.
They look so much sharper than you guys. Kershaw says, no control in the midfield at the minute, lacking presence, composure on the ball. Completely agree. If Sayers wants to play like this, we need to switch the formations to 3-4-3. That's something that we've talked about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Steve Cooper's still free, says Callum.
I think we seem to be getting overrun. And same happened Saturday.
What about this? I'm getting David Weir vibes, says Paul.
I'm not going to disagree because it were bad under him, weren't it? It's a long ball up. Jack Robinson just gets there. Sam Curtis with a terrible ball. It's Williamson. Kyogo's free on the right-hand side. It's a good tackle by Samari. Goes through to Adam Davis, they were in there again.
Tackle Samari. And Davis collects. He's looked okay. He's looked all right.
He's probably looked better out of a poor team at the moment, hasn't he? Yeah, good tackle. Good last-ditch tackle. To be honest, if Willemsen could have played Kyogo in though early there and they were in on goal.
Would have been ready for the start of the season under Wilder, I believe, says Jack. Would have learned from previous seasons. Adrian says this AI team is rubbish, needs to be gone by Christmas. Back to proper tactics, and this defence is weak. Even League 2 teams have stronger. Bookies should have put us bottom, not the other half. Blade Social Club says, I'll tell you who can take some blame for that. The owners selling before buying. Lee says, I was to and fro-ing whether to watch the game tonight, as honestly I can't see anything but a heavy defeat. In the end, had to watch. 5 minutes in, I'm questioning myself. At present, I'm just consoling myself that it has been the worst in my 43 years of supporting the Blades. Wow. Average manager equals average results, says Lee.
There goes Kyogo. He's running at Sasnowski. Willemsen's in behind. He's into the box on his left hand. Great tackle by Sam Curtis again. Last-ditch tackle.
It's a block in it, yeah, but he did really well. Really well there, to be honest.
Honestly, defensively. Like, to be honest, though, it's identical to Saturday for me. They're just ploughing through midfield. Midfield's absolutely non-existent, essentially.
Look at that, straight through the centre.
And then defensively-wise, it's poor as well. I'm finding it hard to even explain it or what to say because I'm just saying the same thing over and over again.
Mate, I am...
I'm glad I've got a wedding on Saturday because I won't be watching match. Oh, it's an out back stick. Kyogo on his left foot.
All on his own. Sam McCallum.
I think he's offside. Yeah.
Sam McCallum. Why aren't you on your man?
We're a long throw in.
Look at this. All on his own. The number 9, their record signing.
Yeah.
All on his own at the back post. And it's not like he's deep either.
I don't think Kyogo is their record signing, is it? Stansfield.
Oh, sorry, of course, yeah.
McCallum's got it. He plays it centre to One. Tries to lay it off for Marsh. Poor
from One again.
Birmingham just recycled.
They're so much sharper than us.
Yeah,
so much sharper.
You know, people complain about fitness last season. And we look worse. I don't know.
Tommy Doyle's got to be looking at us and thinking, what's happened to these boys?
Thank God they didn't make a bid for me.
Taz says, what's happening to our club, man? Oh, Tavs, sorry. We'll be calm if we get defence sorted.
We were getting overrun centrally in midfield.
Attack's class. I'm not sure attack is class. Rag said, it keeps jumping because there's so many comments coming in. But Rag says, need to chill out on Selles. The board needs to spend some money. No more loans and frees. We need proven quality. We are in big trouble if we don't get proven quality in. And this is a heavily rotated side. We can't forget that. So we're expecting.
Style of play in it that we're playing at the moment. I just can't. Teams are finding it very easy to play against. That's
right.
Sorry. Bristol City found it very easy to play against, and first 19 minutes, Birmingham are finding it easy to play against. It's like they're not having to work hard to try and find a system to play against us. It's too easy.
Stu says, Jimmy, I bet you £1 to a penny. Sayers will be gone before Christmas. I'm not a fan. Scott says, zero communication in this squad. Eric says, I fear by December, if nothing changes, we'll be the bottom 3 and we'll struggle to stay up. What? Right. What have we lost? We've lost a centre midfielder and a centre defender. If we get those positions in, we should be okay. We then need to strengthen where we had loan signings that were a really strong addition to us.
We also lost, obviously, the right-hand side. Gus has dropped essentially, so now you need a left winger, which we obviously brought Barry in. As right back, all right, Sariki were in and out at squad last season, but we had Gilchrist playing there, didn't we, for first half at season. It's just we're just not got enough depth in the squad. This has proven it because this is, like I said, these are the players to come in if we get injuries, and it's not filling you with confidence, is it?
Not half, mate. Deb says absolutely useless. Paul says Eric's got to calm down because Eric's saying we'll struggle to stay up if we're not careful.
I'm not getting that carried away where I think we're going to be going down, but we want to be challenging. We finished. We lost in playoff final. You want to be then kicking on next season and having another good go at it, but we look way off it at the moment, don't we? And I think that's what's not filling people with confidence.
T-Man says, do you reckon this kind of start to the season may deter a few of your better players and try and get out? I personally think it's far too soon for anything like that. I don't. We had people commenting that in 90 after 90 after Bristol City, but I don't think that's the case. Owners need to get a grip, says Chris. Loans and frees, only finance tap is off. We don't have strength in depth.
McCall connects a tackle from behind on Damari Gray. It's a free kick to Birmingham.
Rich says, evening lads, what amount of first team squad have you got in? Before we're concentrating on the league? Evening lads, what amount of first team squad have you got in? You mean playing tonight?
We made 10 changes, haven't we, tonight?
Yeah. It's nowhere near first team, but there are bodies that will likely challenge for us. But Callum O'Hare's a first teamer. Samari should be challenging for a first team spot. Jack Robinson, at the moment, while he's at the club, will be in the first team, I think. Ukaki's got a chance to open the door for himself. Kel says, hi Jimmy, hope you're well. We need defenders. If we go out of the cup, it doesn't matter. It's only the cup. We need to focus on the championship. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, up behind the Ramble. Thank you.
Oh, it's the ball into the box. Clara gets his head to it and it goes wide.
Fez says, did anyone hear the bit of trivia on Football Heaven earlier? Last season, we conceded our 4th goal at home on Boxing Day.
Yeah. And
it's
then
an incredible bit of trivia, that.
Conceded 4 in one game. First game of season this season. Crazy. That's because we're lacking leadership, though.
Like George said, there's no leaders on that pitch and no one talking. It's something we've been crying out for a long, long time. We were crying out for it last season. No leaders on the pitch. And now
we've been spoiled. We've been spoilt from, especially that Wilder team from League One days, because there's so many leaders in that team. And now we've got.
Where's the Chris Morgan or the Billy Sharp or the Michael Brown to take the team by the scruff of the neck?
Yeah.
Adrian says, we sold most of our best players in the final year of contract. Good business if we buy the same quality at a bit less. But this shower of so-and-so we've bought in, this is absolutely dire. Lee says, I've been quite calm regarding the lack of first-team incomings or the slowness of any potential deals. I'm now starting to get worried. We have 2.5 weeks left to bring in.
Surely that's a free kick referee.
It's got to be.
Okaki comes centrally, gets tackled, but United still keep the ball. McCallum into Louis Marsh. He gets it to edge at box, comes wide to Oni on the left. Oni plays it across. Oh, it takes a deflection. It goes back to Beadle. First bit of attacking intent we've actually had, to be honest. But they were only Cannon. We were making a run on 6-yard box and then a Carker behind him. No one really there.
Lee reckons we need 5 to 8 players. I think closer to the top end, to be honest.
Yeah.
Josh says, Leeds fan here. Don't know why you got rid of Wilder. You'll go downhill. Pez says, one word, sloppy. Cooler King says, is anyone making their debut for the Blades tonight? Yes. Sasnaukis, it's his professional debut. Samari's making his actual debut. Okaki's making his competitive debut as well. So that's 3, isn't it? Who's going to want to come to United now watching this absolute car crash TV, says Helen. It's fair. I think it's a bit early, but it's not going to make you think, oh, brilliant. You know, if us and Birmingham are in for a player before the start of the season, then maybe we're a more attractive option. Yeah. Now, I'm not so sure.
The one thing that worried me when Wilder went is he knew how to sell the club to players.
Yes.
Even if we might not have been their first choice, he knew how to sell the club to them and get them to be on board and we get them signings of that line. I'd just sell us to that now. He can say, we finished 3rd in division last year. We only lost out on playoffs, but he's not going to have that same pull as what Chris Wilder had. And I'm not trying to go back to Wilder all the time. That's facts.
Zzz says, last time we started the season with 2 losses in a row was the first season we went up. Keep the faith, lads. What I will say is we've not lost this game. We're less than half an hour in. We're 1-0 down. We're playing pretty poorly, but we started the game poorly on Saturday, and we've got a weaker team out. Let's see how it progresses through this game, to be fair, and then you know, it might be a little bit of a different conversation. Don't look like it at a minute. But like Cannon's chasing a through ball here. It's cleared by Birmingham. Can we recycle it? Samari takes it down, does well to retain it.
Over him. He's going to say ref. He's given the foul.
Did well there, Samari.
He looks like a big, strong lad, doesn't he? Which is what I like to see up to now.
I think I'm well behind on comments, so I'm just going to skip to a few more recent ones, just so we're not just backloading stuff all the time.
Good header from Oni. Cannon don't intercept it. Not intercept it.
Anticipate
it.
Gaz says, always think about what you wish for. People wanted the Prince gone, and they have sold players, not replaced, and sacked the best manager we've ever had. Yes, Joe says, Jim, how long do you give it until Sayers starts to make the press conferences more about the investments made? Do you see him voicing his opinions more and more? I think we've already seen it. I think we've already seen a little bit of it. I think the longer it goes, to be honest, I don't know. Because the window's only another 2.5 weeks old. So he won't have been here that long. I think the more he becomes under pressure, the more he will try and protect himself. But what can he do once window's shut? It's really tricky for him. It's a job that he couldn't turn down, really, I think.
I think it's easy for him to come out now and say we need bodies, because in a way that's trying to get on the fan side as well, because we know he needs bodies.
It is, but the board won't like that.
Go on, sorry.
It is, but the board won't like that. It's a little bit of a nudge to the board, isn't it?
Well, what I said to
what Wilder used to do.
Truth hurts. Simple as.
Yeah, it does. But that's probably a large reason why Wilder's not manager at club anymore, because he protected himself by saying what he truly believed. And that,
I think we're going to end up like Watford, because they'll end up going through a lot of managers, because there's no manager that's going to come and then sit and be happy to not sign anyone.
Agreed.
The ball into the box.
Lovely
Curtis
cross.
There, well done.
Curtis did really well there. Curtis, who's coming for a bit of stick.
He's not done too bad. Curtis has made a good interception early on.
He hadn't at all. I think defensively he's looked okay.
Yep. I think they'll let a foul on Akaki. Do you know what? AI lads that we've seen, I'm not saying Akaki is an absolute world beater, and I'm thinking, he's fantastic, but he's definitely the better one, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. That was a brilliant cross by Tommy Doyle, by the way. Dino says, what's the betting Robbo gets sent off?
Well, he's already been booked, hasn't he? So there's every chance.
Sam
McCallum with an absolute atrocious ball to no one. Straight back to Beadle.
Ellen says, really struggling to associate this team with pre-season. Yeah, fair. They're not finding it hard to play against us because we have no defenders, says Charger. Ben says, on a positive note, Ukaki and Samari have looked capable. Yes, they have.
That's a foul again, ref, surely.
I'm going to watch game a little bit. Sorry that I'm going to lay out some comments, but I need to have a little look at what's going on here.
Ball goes wide to... Is that Tommy Doyle? Yeah, Tommy Doyle wide on this left. He plays a ball over the top into the box. Robinson gets there. He's challenged by Willemsen, and it's a free kick to United. Just above penalty spot.
While he's down, let's have a look at... He's just rubbing his head. Steve says no chance he'll be here by Christmas. What we lost had quality loan signing. We had quality loan signings, and we had a man manager who made them fight for the shirt. Bring back the Prince. Sayers looking panicked on TV right now, says Scott. Terry says bet Robinson gets himself sent off tonight so he can get his transfer. That won't make him more appealing though, would it? To Wrexham, if he can't play.
Miss his next game, won't he?
I suppose, yeah. Don't say that. If you're Gus watching this, would you be getting itchy feet?
Here comes Damari Gray. Kyogo makes a run. It's a good interception by Sosnowski, that actually.
Yeah, it was.
And then Samari does a little dance and takes it.
Nice, Samari.
Looks
like we're settling a little bit.
Tackle from behind. It's got to be
come on, referee.
It's got to be a yellow card, that, surely.
It's a booking, that. It's got to be.
Just over halfway line.
He's took him out from behind.
Yeah, Samari plays the ball. Oni gets there first. He does win the ball, Laird, but he's come straight through Baccaroni to get that ball, hasn't he? Yeah. Oh, I don't think he didn't even get a foul. It looked like he blew his whistle for a foul. because McCallum just took a throw-in all the way to Sasnowski, who plays it to Sam Curtis. He's running down right-hand side. It's an awful touch, and then it's an even worse tackle on Cochrane.
Phil says body language says is like Bambi in headlights. All the blades up the ramble. Jack says, can people remember what they were saying about Brum and spending? Well, they look better off for it.
What one of the things that I said on one of our last watch-alongs last season, when I said about the two teams coming up, people were saying, they'll not be anywhere near it. And I said, I reckon Wrexham, and I still don't know if Wrexham will be in and around playoffs, but they'll be just outside it. But I said Birmingham will definitely be up there because they've got the money to spend and they'll go for it.
I had them as 6th in my pre-season predictions. I had Wrexham lower, but that were when they'd only brought in Ryan Hardy, and now they've spent a bit of money. I think you're right. I think they'll be mid-table.
Third. I think they'll finish third.
Birmingham.
I don't think they'll finish top 2, but I genuinely think they'll finish third.
Wow. Jimmy Foster says, Cannon getting pocketed. No leaders, no men, no steel. Gage says, what's the Suter injury situation? He'd be ideal for us right now.
Forget about him.
Yeah, injured, and not getting fit anytime soon.
No.
And will cost a fortune to get out of Leicester. I'm not convinced we'll do it. Brett, top man, with a £5 super chat. Thank you, pal. Here's a super chat because watching this match is more like work than pleasure. Oh, you ain't going to do a Carl move and finish the watch along at half time. Is that what he did? Does Cal finish watch-alongs at half-time if you don't like results?
If you don't like it, yeah.
Well, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Yeah. We'll be back on Monday. I think we're going at 6 to accommodate him, as usual. I don't recognise this team, says Scott. Oh, Samaria misses with the interception. Tommy Doyle.
Side. Plays into box. Damari Gray. It's a good block from Cal O'Hare because that will go in for me. Davis had already committed him, sent it dive. Comes back into the box with Robinson. Plays it into...
pass to Louis Marsh.
Bad area.
It's a heavy touch from Marsh to expect One to take that in his stride. Oh, my word.
Well, we've had, from what I can remember, and I know we get stats on this side, I think we've had one shot in 32 minutes. The ball at the top. Where is McCallum?
Ethan led.
Across the box.
Should have scored.
It's Damari Gray, though. He has a shot, and Davis makes the save.
Straight at Davo, to be fair, but
what is McCallum do? He's not even made any attempt to get back to put his body on line to make to stop that cross coming in. He was just jogging. Where's your commitment? That's one thing that I can't stand. If there's a player where there's no commitment there, I get if you're a poor player, but at least give 110% for that badge. That's all I'm asking.
Matt says, evening gents, just joined the stream. It's staggering how poor defensively we are tonight. Should have played Curtis and Sasnaukas together on... Should we have... Oh, back to Davo. Tonight, should we have played Curtis and Sasnaukas together on that side of the pitch? Asking for trouble, really. That's something we highlighted at the beginning at stream, mate. So I know you've only just joined, but yeah, I agree with you.
Foul on Louis Marsh at halfway line by Kyogo. Get your cards out, referee.
Nige says he proper feels for Selles. Chef Paul says, Robinson is not a captain. He should be marshalling the defence. Putting a kid next to Robbo is cruel and will shatter their confidence. Ian says the passing is atrocious, and when we do get the ball, we get turned over too easily.
Do you know what it feels like this? And I know this is a terrible comparison because we're not at that stature of a club. But you know when Sir Alex Ferguson left Man U?
Yeah, it's a poison chalice, isn't it? Yeah.
And no matter what Moyes did, it were never going to be Sir Alex Ferguson. I feel
I've compared that. I've used same comparison before, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like that's same with Sayers that
no
matter what he does.
God. Ryan Oney had the simplest touch to continue an attack for us there, and it's just trickled out of play. When it is not going for you, it is definitely not going for you. Tom Cannon does well there to win ball.
We may see some subs at half time. I won't be surprised if we see a couple of players come on.
Well, as much as we've been poor, we're still in it, aren't we?
Well, it's only 1-0. You only have to take... I always say, whenever it's 1-0, it takes one chance. You've got to... Don't get me wrong, you've got to create that chance.
Ukaki looks like...
Not doing, but...
Yeah. Ukaki looks like he has the ability to be Brooks or RS. But he's quick with fouls. or Raksaki, but he looks quick. Excuse me, with fouls and no control yet. No good control yet. This looks like an AI signing, get some experience and sell him on when he gets to a competitive level. I think Samare's been our best fit so far. He's looked quite impressive, neat and tidy on the ball. And that is a pass to no one from Louis Marsh.
How many times have we done that?
We're just playing it forward blind, aren't we?
Yeah, it's like here, I don't want ball. Let me just see where I can hit it and get rid.
Tonight's game is a true reflection of United, though, isn't it? On the back end of Bristol, it ain't a good mind. It ain't good mind. Lee says it's weird how Wilder got results from these players. I wonder what the common denominator is. Tommy Doyle's unhappy with what happened there with Samari.
Samari goes through back of Doyle. Let's see, Doyle gets it. Oh, he stands right on his ankle. It's a bad. It's not.
That's not. No, I don't like that.
It's not a good look. So he goes to.
Tommy Doyle gets up.
He tries to. He's trying to plant his foot in it, but he goes straight down back of Doyle's ankle. And then when Doyle's laid down on the floor, he gives him a few verbals as well, which obviously Doyle...
And Doyle gets up and he's not happy. And we know that Tommy Doyle's not like that.
I've just read Doyle's lips as well. I'm not going to swear, but it was a F watch yourself to Samari.
I tell you what, that is poor from Samari. I can understand completely. And look, we are partial to Tommy Doyle.
It weren't a great challenge. I don't. He's not. He's definitely not meant to go down.
It's not necessarily intentional.
He's on stride, isn't he?
But you can imagine if you're Tommy Doyle, you're raging with that. You're raging with that.
Oh, absolutely. But then to give him verbals after as well when
you know you've done him.
Yeah.
Disappointing that.
Should we go through some of the scores? Because this isn't great. So we've got
go for it, mate.
and Fleetwood to 1-1. Bolton's had a man sent off against Pigs, and it's 2-1 at Pigs. Cheltenham are 1-0 up against Exeter. Huddersfield and Leicester are 0-0.
Thank you, mate. One now, edge at box, cuts onto his right, has a shot. It's headed over the bar by the defender.
You think that was a
Clara.
shot?
Yeah, I do think it was a shot, yeah.
Do you? I thought I was thinking a cross, but...
No, I'll have a little look at it again here on replay.
Yeah, how he's shaped up, maybe so, yeah.
Definitely a shot.
Parky's running it back stick.
It's a shot that's probably going wide.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're correct.
I don't think it's on target.
No.
Corner to United. We represent the Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild. Oh, teeny tiny Sheffield United lining up for this corner. What were you saying, mate? Sorry.
I said, I'll bet you're a tenner that this gets headed away.
Yeah, correct. I wonder if, now we've got a couple of bigger lads, One and Samari in there, do we have so many on edge like we had on Saturday? Because we just gave up the first ball on Saturday and went for second phase.
No, there's only a Karki on edge, and it's headed clear.
Shock. Absolute shock out of that.
Back to Sam McCallum. Plays a ball into the box. Absolutely no one. It's straight to Beadle. Easy as it comes.
Drew says if Okaki puts in a good performance like he's signalling he might, he has the case to be in front of Andre Brooks. I agree. Yeah. JD says manager needs backing. His hands are tied by the board. Samari looks our best player already up the blades.
Only knocks the ball past Willemsen. He goes down at the floor there, looking for a foul because he's lost ball. Referee doesn't give it, and Birmingham come away with it.
This is something that Man Mountain were saying as well, and Jack agrees with him. McCallum doesn't even have a place as a backup for me. Absolute liability. Positioning is awful and gets passed around like a mannequin way too often. Brooks can't feel like his position is under any sort of threat, I assume that says. Oh, yeah, threat, which is worrying. Okaki for Brooks and get Samari in. That wouldn't surprise me at all. If Samari and Okaki go into this team on Saturday, I'm not saying they've been brilliant, but in terms
Louis
of
Marsh loves his ball.
Louis Marsh
scored, or at least get it on target.
Louis Marsh,
so bad.
He stops to get the foul, doesn't he? Get the free kick. You don't do that. We talk about schoolboy stuff, doing the basics. You play to the whistle. There's no whistle.
That is awful from Kyogo.
Kyogo drags it wide at near post.
He only has to put it to either side of Davis, and it's probably in. He puts it way wide to Davis's left-hand side.
Hi, Jimmy. Come on. Who did we seriously play in pre-season? Up the blades, up the ramp. We played Nice and Fulham, Gaz. And we beat Nice. We beat Fulham and we narrowly lost to Nice, looking decent.
Fulham must have had blindfolds on that day, playing blind football.
Robbo with his trademark, smash it into the ground, so I look like a good defender. Birmingham looks miles better. This isn't good blades.
Laird into the box, plays it across. Damari Gray shoots just wide.
Davo stood planted.
He wouldn't have saved that if that he's
Nope.
getting nowhere near that if that goes in. If that's on target. But Ethan Laird just absolutely danced past Samari and Sam McCallum. Too easy. Way too easy.
This is a mid to lower champ side. These are our reserves, to be fair, mate, but we're not playing well. Lee says, I know Dave and Paul spoke about nobody coming in any of any note for Dunn, Darling or Holding, but all three of those getting our first 11 and all leaders. They wouldn't have it, would they, Lee? They wouldn't have it. Jord, what are your thoughts on that? I know it's easier to say in hindsight.
No. Sasnowskis loses it. Kill
God.
goes in. One-on-one with Davis. He tries chipping him. What has he tried doing there? Got away with it.
That's terrible from Kyogo.
Sasnowskis is having an absolute nightmare.
That's terrible from Kyogo. He should have had a hat-trick like they're saying now. Sasnaukas, who was highly rated in our academy, he got fast-tracked from the under-18s to the 21s, or the 23s as it was then. And he looks nowhere near.
What were your question again, Jim? Sorry.
Your thoughts on the fact that we didn't go in for Holding, Darling or Jimmy Dunn?
Just like we just said.
I think proof's in pudding in it.
All three get in this team straight away. Holding's a leader. And I think he'd actually, if he's fit, that's still, we don't know if he's 100% fit or not. Him next to Binden would be the leader that I think he needs to, like, Suter were to Dunn comfortably takes that right back spot for me. And Darling. You could have Darling and Holding at centre back together, couldn't you, as a pair?
Jack says, just look at the defensive positioning, bunched together like bananas, under 12 stuff.
Yeah, it's so bad.
They'll be sacked by Christmas and get sausage rolling.
Oh, could you imagine that? Jeez. I mean, it'd probably be better football than what we're currently playing, but...
Chris says, anyone saying Sayers is not part of the problem and not seeing the game? You need to set up for the game you're playing. We have no defence, so why would you still play a high press?
That's just a ball straight up at top to Laird. Sam McCallum, no man's land. Comes
Get
back to
tighter.
Robinson, onto his left foot. Comes centrally to Iwata. Tommy Doyle has it. He plays it in behind Cochrane. Plays it across. Davis with a good save. Ethan Laird follows it up. It's a good tackle from Sam McCallum.
Good block from McCallum. It is, yeah. Tommy Doyle is operating off that left-hand side.
Get your legs. Oh, Damari Gray's catching him up very quickly.
Yeah, he's not as rapid as we thought, is he?
He tackles him. Yeah. I think
well done, Damari Gray.
As well.
But that's what a proven player at the level does for you.
Yep. But to be honest, that's what someone who was just committed does for you. Look how he sprinted back to get there. He was committed to getting back. He weren't jogging. Oh, it's a bad ball. Oh, Cannon,
you've got to nip in there and get it. Oh, no, now collect.
Cannon has a shot from edge of box. He's hit the post. That's it, though. That's your one. You know what I mean? And it's a slight chance. You can be 1-0 behind. And if that hits back at net, we're thinking, how are we 1-1 here? He has a shot from edge of box. It took a deflection, so it looped up over Beadle's left-hand side and it hit post.
See, this is what I think Cannon's got a bit about him.
I think if you get ball in box so he can have a shot, then yeah. But what service has he had tonight? And people will probably slag him down and say he's crap, but I'm not. Listen, I've not.
Well,
been
Sabs is saying Cannon offers nothing, not even effort. I disagree personally. I don't think he's had anything.
Had no service whatsoever tonight. And what can you? How can you work with this?
Robinson shouldn't be on the pitch, having told the linesman to F off. Captain should lead by example. He committed a foul, then had to go all the way. Skegness branch, says Gaz.
Sorry, I'm just receiving a message. And it just states, how bad are we? I agree. If you're watching, Lee, I agree.
We're bad, mate. We're pretty bad. Deb says this isn't the Blades we know and love.
Hey,
Steve says so many players out of the depth. Let's face it, could be a relegation battle. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Look, this is not nowhere near our first team. We have to remember that as well. Playing against a decent Birmingham side, Tommy Doyle, cash in, Kyogo. Their spine's really solid tonight.
but it just shows you what depth they've got and what we're lacking in. We said it at the start of the game, didn't it? It's proven it.
We need to do something now. Last dying seconds at first half. It's only a minute, and we're not gonna. We're slow. Look at this, Sam Curtis hanging on to the ball, backwards, ref will blow, and there he goes. Joe, talk to me.
I mean, what can you say about that? I think we've said it through the game, haven't we? We've said it through that first half. It's poor. I mean, go on, you dissect it. What's your honest opinion there?
My opinion is, how is it only 1-0?
Yeah.
How are we only losing by 1 goal? Some of the sloppiest of sloppy mistakes at the back. Sasnauskas was at fault for the goal. I think you look at Robinson and McCallum potentially for being there for Kyogo, who ultimately put the ball in, but Sasnauskas with a really short back pass that Gray picked his pocket, and that's one of the simplest goals they will score all season. But even then, after that, Sasnauskas slipping on ball, and Kyogo robs him and runs through. It should be 2. There's been other instances that
Louis Marsh, the one where
Louis Marsh dallying on ball,
got it on his left foot, and it could have been that's your third. How many individual errors are we making at the moment, though, as well? There is a lot of individual errors that has been made, and Saturday we were punished. Tonight we haven't been punished. Well, they punished us once, but it could be a lot more, and it's very worrying at how poor we're looking, and the philosophy that Selles has put into this team. They don't look like they can play at the moment.
There's people trying to put positives in chat. There's others that completely disagree. Yeah.
I think it's hard. Listen, I wish I could be positive at the moment. I really do, but
you've got to be honest, mate. You've got to tell it.
I'm finding it hard to find a positive at the moment.
Jord, we're not here to manufacture how we're feeling about it, are we, mate? We've got to be honest with how we're feeling, and yes, it may be reactionary. I'm trying to keep focused on the fact that you look at this team here, and I'm going to try and keep it on the Sheffield United side. Adam Davis doesn't start. Curtis, no. Sasnauskas, no. McCallum, no. Louis Marsh, no. One, no. Tom Cannon, no. That's 7 that are definite no's for the first team at the moment. And Tom Cannon, I think, is a good player, but he don't get any in front of Tyrese Campbell. Ukaki's not nailed his first team place down. No. Samari, I think, has been our best player this half, although he did do a very naughty challenge on
even
on Tommy
according
Doyle.
to, I mean, they've got Jack Robinson as a 6.8 and Samari's a 6.8, but Samari's been better than Robinson, I think.
Let's have a look at some of these match stats, mate. So they've had 55% possession, 12 total shots, 3 on target. We've had none on target. Corner each, and passing. They've made more passes than us.
Passing accuracy surprises me there because
it does me. We've looked poor.
But I thought theirs had been better than that.
Yeah, I did. They're beating us in every metric other than fouls committed. What is that about?
I think we know that apart from Callum Aware and potentially Samari, maybe Jack Robinson, but these aren't going to be starting Saturday. We know that, but it's hard to see. The players don't seem to look like they know what they're doing. There's just no cohesion there whatsoever, and that whether you're a regular first 11 or you're playing in cup games like this, you still should have that cohesion together for me and know the philosophy that the manager's trying to play. And I don't think it looks like they do.
Well, on some positive news, thank you to our new subscribers that have been joining us recently. We have seen a bit of a spike. We're 35 away from 9,000 subscribers, so I know it doesn't say so there where we are at the minute, but that's the latest. I've just had a little look. So, yes, thank you to everybody that joins us and helps the channel grow. It may be a bit of a, not a hate watch, that's not the way to put it, is it? But some may be seeing a bit of pleasure in our demise at the moment, Jord. But, we'll take it. We'll take it as long as they're entertained by the content.
We give it out last season when we were doing well. We've got to take
Absolutely
it when we're
right,
mate.
Rubbish. Absolutely right. Yeah. And it's hard. It's an hard thing to swallow, but we're here come rain or shine, aren't we? Drew says some positive. Yeah,
could support them down road. So.
Correct. Oh God, it could be so much worse. Drew says, because I've lost his comment, some positives in terms of a few individuals, but there needs to be changes if we're to get a result. Yeah, we've got a strong bench. That's probably fair to say. They will likely get weaker from their bench now, I would say. I know they've got strength in depth, but this is, well, I don't know. Maybe not. Have a look at their bench first, because I didn't check that. I'm just thinking they've got a lot of big hitters in now tonight. Big hitters that I think they'll try and blend in.
On their bench, they've got Lyndon Dykes.
Yeah, not bothered about him.
Fujimoto. Gardner Hickman. Newman.
Newman's a good player.
Asai Samuel. Pak Sung-ho. They've got Jay Stansfield, obviously.
Yeah, Jay Stansfield's a real problem.
Decent. Is it Keshi Anderson? I think that is.
Yeah, don't rate him.
Then they've got Ryan Allsop, which is, I think he play Friday in their net?
There's a couple of threats in there, but in terms of stark differences, they can't significantly strengthen from the bench, whereas we can, and we're still in this game. They are the few positives I can pull.
Yeah.
We need to make some changes. I think that's probably fair. If we want to stay in this game.
I won't be surprised if we do it after. I said it earlier, didn't I? I won't be surprised if we do it half time, even if it's just one or two. Because Bindon might come on for Sasnauskas.
Yeah, could do.
And Gus may come in for Louis Marsh.
Elijah said, why are we not playing our first team? Sayers mentioned it in the pre-match presser. He said that it's too close to the Swansea game and the league is our priority. So that's why we're not doing it. Sonny says, I'm baffled as to why we still haven't got a centre-back through the door. Viral Vibes says, we need to turn this around or we're not winning. Well, I think you're right. I think that is an accurate comment if I've ever read one, Viral Vibes. We do. JT says, these are our subs, Jim. They are. Yeah, I'll take that. They are. But still. My opinion based on that first half.
A lot of us, isn't it?
Your reserves are mince. Yeah, it is. It's the strength in depth, mate.
Where we're saying we've not got the strength in depth, and that's why it worries a lot of people because you only have to get in. I've been saying it about them down the road that they've not got a bad starting 11, but as soon as they start getting injuries, they're in trouble. And I think we're literally in that position. We've got a decent enough starting 11 without the decent centre backs, but get injuries and we're in trouble.
I've got this comment up from GT because he says people need to stop panicking, and I think there's a lot to be said for that. Just as a simple statement, I think the only reason I'm panicking is the way that we're playing. It's not the results per se. If I could see positives in what we're doing and what we're trying to build, and I have seen glimpses of it in the attack, certainly on Saturday.
Yeah.
But wow, in terms of, like you said, Jord, at the beginning, team of individuals don't really have any sort of set way of. Certainly in the defensive transition, we look awful. Awful. And we're expected to tonight because we're a much weaker side, but Jack Robinson's still in there, supposed to be our captain and our leader and organiser. Similar role for Robinson tonight as Tyler Bindon were in, I think, on Saturday. Hiding to nothing to a degree, but I don't think he's covered himself in glory. It's so disappointing. It's the way we're playing that's upsetting me, George.
It's like, if I'm going to try and spin a positive on it, like Saturday's defence were awful, but
yeah.
You know, that first half, after the first 10 minutes, I thought some of the football we did play, I was saying it to my brother, we were playing in triangles, and it did look good. And I thought Louis Barry did well on left-hand side. And we could have probably scored 2 or 3 goals that first half. We just didn't take his chances. Second half, we say no more about that. It was just absolutely awful. And I think that's what worries is I think if we do get his defence sorted out, which it needs sorting out sharpish, we will be better going forward. I'm not massively worried about, when it's the starting 11 going forward too much. It don't worry me massively with that, apart from I'd probably like a right winger in.
Yeah, Lee says.
Defence is priority for me now, though.
Lee says, if I'm Ruben Selles, I don't bring on Bindon, Hamer, Peck, Campbell, or Barry. Protect them, forget this cup. Make the players out there stand up for themselves and show that they've got what they've got, and we move on to Saturday. You said before the game, mate, you weren't overly bothered about staying in the cup. Are you of this mindset, same as Lee? Protect the first teamers and save them for the weekend.
I'm not. It's one of them. If they come on and we turn it round, and if I can see some positives to make it feel better, then fine, I'd be happy. But if we do go out, I'm not fussed. It's just the manner of the performance, isn't it? That you want to see some positives to make you feel like, well, we've lost, but I can see what we're trying to do.
I've had teleporter back to Adkins' time. It's atrocious, but then I remember it's not the first 11, but then they come in. If they get injuries, then I'm scared again, says David. Yeah, absolutely right. Jared says, no touches in the opposition box. Is that right? Is that how bad it's been? Extreme Dave says, do you reckon Sayers might be using this to showcase to the owners just how thin we are? Similar tactic to another well-known Sheffield United manager? Possibly, yeah. Possibly. It would not surprise me at all. Danny says, Robbo is toilet. His body language is not befitting a leader, let alone a captain. Pathetic. Chris says, this manager is not going out. He's not going out. I'm sorry. Watched Hull last night. They looked very well. A good shape. Why did Hull let Sayers go? 25 wins out of 126 games. We need Steve Cooper. Mickey D says, we're losing and look terrible, and Ugbo is scoring for the great unpaid.
I mean, he's playing Bolton, so...
This, Lee, and I'll always support you not getting abused for stuff, but this helps nobody. All the anti-Wilder brigade, enjoy lads, you got your wish. That's splitting fan base. I don't know why we're doing that. I'm certainly not anti. I know you're not accusing me of it. I'm very pro Wilder, as a lot of people know, and I'd have kept him. But I'm still pro Sayers because we have to be. So it's not a case of ha. It's like what is that about? What I don't like that sort of. There you go, lads. I hope you're all happy. We're losing now. We're crap. No, we need to get behind him. Yeah, you can be unhappy about it, and you don't have to agree with this decision. But this is the situation we're in. This is the decision the club have chosen to go down. We don't have to like it, but we're called supporters for a reason, and we have to support the club because we love the club. And through good times and bad, it's not just when you get to be top at Championship that you know it's all sunshine and roses. This is what makes those days feel so good because it's never an easy ride being a Sheffield United fan. We know that. So just anyway. To be fair, Blades reserves versus Blues first team, says Finn. That's true as well. It's not necessarily their first team, is it? But they've got some really strong players out.
A lot of these will be involved.
Yeah.
Like, when they're playing midweek games, obviously you're playing Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, or whatever it is, or however Sky works the games. A lot of these players, like Doyle didn't start a weekend, but he'll start a lot of games this season. Yeah. Yogo's obviously there started. Damari Gray will be playing a lot. Laird will be in, Cashin will be in, Beadle will play a lot of games probably. Whereas when you look at our team,
I agree.
And a lot of them,
there's only one that's nailed on. One that's nailed on. Well, two if you count Robinson. Two are nailed on starters at the moment. Samare's got to have put a decent claim in now. Yeah. But that's for Sidney Peck, who's a good player, by the way. Yeah. And Ukaki for Brooks, where right wing's up for grabs, I think, anyway. Yeah. So, Matt says Bindon needs to come on. Depends if you're going for it in the cup, doesn't it? It depends if you're really going for it. The Anglo-Saxon says, Matthew, I'm not twisting anything. Are you even watching this? I don't know what's going on with this conversation. They aren't fringe either. This is what we've got under the new, a few changes in the forward line and midfield. Danny says, lots and lots of work to be done with this team. Can't say Marsh, Sasnauskas, Ukaki are ready for this league yet. Samare looks great. Davis is dog muck. I think that's harsh on Davis. I don't think Davo's done out wrong, to be fair. No,
don't get me wrong. I don't think... I'm not a big lover of him.
I'm not a Davo fan.
That goal, I can't blame him for that.
You can't blame.
He made that save where I don't know if it was Willemsen who shot, or no, it was Cochrane, wasn't it? Who shot across goal and he made his save. So I don't think he's not done anything wrong tonight. So.
Can't blame Adam Davis for anything tonight. No, you can't. We are dreadful, says John Asquith from My Business Coach, the best business coach around. If you're a growing business. You want support to continue with that growth. He's the person to speak to. Wow, Cannon had nothing to work with. 6 touches. There you go, Gaz. James says, it was the person who vouched for the owners towards the end of last season. What a load of crock he was talking. Who was that? Is that me? Is that me? I don't know. I don't know if that's a dig at me, James. I'm not sure. I think with the owners, I don't know if I've vouched for them or not. Apologies if I've misconstrued your comment. All I've said is you can't really say trust the process. You just got to let it play out. And at the moment, the way it's playing out is not great at all.
There's your substitution.
Is that City?
City Peck's coming on. I'm guessing that's going to be for Louis Marsh.
Tonight has been
I'm
awful.
hoping he's not taking Samari off.
I'm hoping it's for Louis Marsh. Louis Marsh in the 8, who's been playing in the 8. City Peck, who had to play in the 6 on Saturday. Get City Peck on in the 8. Love that as a change.
This gives us a good, what you call it, to, if obviously if a Gus gets injured or out like that Samari will be the deep defender, won't he? Deep defensive midfielder, and Peck gets that free role.
Sonny Glasby of Glasby's Pallets, sponsor of Ramble Football Club, Ramble FC, our other channel, and also Behind the Ramble as well, sponsors that channel as well. Thank you to Glasby's Pallets for your support of those channels. Sonny now saying, lads, I'll be honest, this is worrying now. These aren't starters, but we have zero depth. I don't tend to get involved in chats too much, but this is getting hard now. Signings are a must. I agree, pal. I agree, mate. There's only so long you can sort of try and look on the bright side of everything, isn't there, and give them time and all this. But on the flip side of this, which I'm trying to still focus on, we are a game and a half in, and half of this game has been played by reserves. Yes, there's zero depth. I'm with you there. It's just, God, help me, mate. Help me pluck a positive out of something that we're doing.
You've asked for us. You've asked worst person to ask there.
I know.
At the moment, because I don't think I've had much of a positive thing to say all stream.
Aragon says Jimmy Blades look wide open this season, leaking goals, and there seems to be no structure. Individual quality might help here and there, but not sure Sayers is the right guy for you. Keshi Anderson's coming on for them. That's good news. I said that he'll probably go and score now.
Who's he replacing?
Kyogo, probably.
But if it's number 9, it will be.
Let's have a look.
No, it's Damari Gray. I said when he
yes, you did.
Probably just precaution, but I looked at him when he made that tackle on Akake when he got back. He just seemed to hold his thigh a little bit, so I'm guessing that's just precautionary, and they've took him off.
DT says, "Where's the work ethic? The first 11 looked the same at Bristol, lethargic and disinterested." We're about to kick off second half. It's Tommy Doyle standing over at ball. Cooler King says, you're quite right. This isn't anywhere near your first 11, but your first 11 played at the weekend and didn't look too good either. That's true. Gage says, Rome weren't built in a day. Chris says, the owners don't give a monkeys. Michael says, Hull did look good last night, but was against Wrexham reserves, to be fair. Hamza's just scored a belter, apparently.
Sign him up.
Mick says, Sayers is a coach and not a manager. He'll not last the next couple of months. We need players, but I'm hearing they're not spending. Well, they've not done yet, have they? Ray says, okay, perhaps we're being too critical. Look, we are not playing Campbell, Burrows, Peck, Barry, Cooper and Moore. And more. He meant not Kiefer Moore. He meant more players. So who did City Peck come on for it then? Because Louis Marsh is there, isn't he? They're showing Birmingham changes to Mari Gray. Anderson.
I think it is because he's central, isn't it? Or is it? No, he's took Callaware off. Louis Marsh is there. Yeah, there you go. Just come up now. Callum Aware's gone off the City Peck.
That's because Callaware will be involved at the weekend.
Yeah.
That'll have been the plan beforehand, I think.
But it's a ball in behind to Kyogo. Well done, Adam Davis comes out and
Adam
collects
Davis anticipated it well, came out and dealt with it. Carl says it's one thing not wanting a cup run, but we could all do without another humiliation.
Robinson, as we speak, loses it, ball into the box. Davis comes out and collects it again. It's just poor individual errors, this.
Well, led by the leader of individual errors.
Davis clears it up. Cannon goes to try and win it. He does win it. Well done. And it falls to a Birmingham player. Lofts it high. Samari heads it backwards. And it's going to go back to Adam Davis.
Chris says Wilder was proven at this level and got 90 points. Just don't get it. Robbo getting booked. It looked like he was trying to get sent off by swearing at the lino. Nige would
Said
not.
that at the time, didn't we?
Yeah, would not put it past him. John says, yeah, we're a screamer from Chowdhury. Cannon is awful, says Beast Boy, and I've been saying this for ages. He's just not good enough. I don't think our system is for him.
I don't think I will say. You were
I know.
saying that Ryan Brewster were going to be something special.
The second coming, yeah, absolutely right. Billy Sharp Mark 2. Oh, that is too easy.
Let's give a foul. I don't even think that were a foul on him.
Why were he allowed so much space between the centre halves? Robbo can see him in front of him. I'm trying not to just go for him all the time. Handball.
I think he did. That's what he probably gave, weren't it? Because yeah, he takes Sosnowski's sled and then he drags him down. Then he handballed it and then committed a foul.
Brett says exactly, Jimmy. I don't know what he means. Which bit he's on about. We're all Blades, all have different opinions, but we want the same result, which is a winning Blades team. As supporters, we need to support the team. Oh yeah, when things aren't going our way. Thank you, mate. Kershaw says, I think the manager will go for it second half. He won't want to start the season with 2 defeats. I'd hope so, pal.
Good header from a Corky. Does Cannon get there? He does. Well done.
Yes, he does. Well done. Well done, Tommy Cannon.
Plays it back to Louis Marsh.
I'm telling you, there's a player in there with Tom Cannon. I'm not saying he's going to be, he's going to burst his way past Tyrese Campbell immediately or anything. But I think
Robinson.
Nice from Samari, but Robinson nearly gives it away. Birmingham pick it up again. Oh my God, Robinson!
He sounded
it's
like
McCallum that fouls him in the end, but
sounded like Jamie Dumpling then with Kiefer Moore.
Kiefer! Kiefer!
I mean, that was. I mean, what? I'm like Dwayne Mardell. I can't speak.
Elijah, I think we've spoken about this before, pal. One question: why are we starting this game with reserves and subs? Because we're so close to the weekend. If it had been a Tuesday game, he said in the presser he'd probably have gone with a stronger team.
Bolt at back stick. Oh, it's hit post. Took a deflection, I think, off
Has it?
McCallum, and it's
oh yeah, they said it came off crossbar.
Oh, crossbar.
Lukaku just hammers it downfield. Mickey D says, I'm just worried that even our starting 11 was quality. This is what we have to bring on and cover injury and illness. Or even if our starting 11 was quality. And if they're miles off it, in fact, our starting 11 aren't that good, makes it worse. Rob says, win, lose a draw, we'll still come back for more. It's going to be United all the way.
McCallum plays a ball up at top. He's got to be offside. Yeah,
miles off.
One,
have a word with you, Sen, pal. Come on. Said 2 years ago we should have gone for cash in. Nearest thing to Egan I've seen was Derby's best player. Paul says, does Sayers know what he's doing? I don't think he can prevent that Sasnaukas back pass, pal, to be honest. Not a dig at you, Jimbo. It wasn't you that said it. Thank you, pal. I didn't know. I forget half of the things I do say. But I know how I feel, and I don't think I'd have done that. So thank you for clarifying. Jimmy, it was your mate in New York who vouched for the owners. I think he'd heard the plans, hadn't he? I know what you're talking about. A good mate of mine. I know. Oh, Hamer's receiving instruction. I think whoever said he's potentially going to go for it, I think it was Kershaw. You might be right there. If Gus Hamer's coming on, that's us going for it because he will be playing at weekend. No, Jim, you had someone on from New York. Someone who knew the owner said there was money and they want to do well.
Pass. Loses it.
Yes, that's right.
United just get both teams are a bit sloppy in possession here at the moment. Sorry, Jim. Oh, Smart loses it. Williamson, edge at box. Kyogo now gets it as a right-footed shot, skies it.
I think in fairness to Michael, who was the blade that we had on that had a connection to the owners, that was his first meeting with them as far as I'm aware. I don't know whether he's met with them since. But he can only go on what he's been told by them. And if they've done a sales pitch on him that we're going to invest and we're going to... They've told that to a lot of people, haven't they, as well? And they may do. We haven't seen it yet.
Back him up on that, because I think we're a night after night, and I were on with you at the time. And
yeah.
Were
he out with them? You were out with them at the time, weren't you?
Yeah, he says if we go up, they're going to spend.
Yes, he did.
Go up.
Yes, he did.
So I'm not like...
That is true. I don't remember what happened yesterday, but... Come on, you red and white wizards, says Mickey D. Brett says, this game means nothing. Just wanted to see some fighting organisation out there. I've not seen either yet. We need a leader like Morgan out there more than anything. At least Peck will play in a more natural position, says Gaz. Yeah, I agree with that. Brandon says the owners need to put his hand in their pockets and get some decent defenders in and get it done quick because the team are not playing for the shirt or the badge.
Ball straight over the top. Robinson's nowhere near Kyogo. He's into the box. Kyogo loses it. I mean, that was pathetic.
Tackle.
Straight
Good
up
tackle,
front,
Sam
goalkeeper.
Curtis.
Straight up at top because our defence was sat on halfway line.
Sam Curtis with a good tackle. Samari now brings it forward with it. Oh, it's a wasted ball forward.
Beadle kicks it out. United's got a throw in and there's no urgency to get forward.
Nige says it's a positive for you. Got fed up with the biased Sky commentary, so came to you and Jord. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
Sorry if it's not that positive.
Yeah, but it's honest if no else, isn't it, Jord?
Yeah.
Ian says, positive, the game's not over. Marching on together, season's only just begun. Players need time to adjust to the manager's style and plan. Paul says, up the Blades, up the Ramble from a Leeds fan. Hope you turn it around because you look woeful compared to a few months ago. Yes, we do.
Robbo's desperately trying to get sent off.
Yeah, he is. He's sarcastically giving thumbs up to the referee.
Honestly, he's trying his best to get sent off here. And now referee's having a word with him.
Robbo's trying to get sent off here. I am convinced.
100%.
I am convinced he's trying.
This is your captain and this is your leader, Blades fans.
This is him who wants out of the club. We know he wants out of the club. Doesn't want to play because he thinks it could ruin a move. Get him out. Honestly, I cannot stand him.
You know my opinions on him as a person anyway.
Yeah, I know, mate. Having worked at the club, you know a little bit as well, don't you?
Mm.
Just absolute. Honestly, we don't. If people knew, it's just. And I don't like doing that to people, but you can. He does himself no favours at all. 3
subs for United. So we've got Bindon, Gus, and Tyrese Campbell stood up sideline. There's 54 minutes gone, and they're players that you're thinking they're going to be playing at weekend.
And I also think there's a chance that Robinson comes off here, which he shouldn't do in normal circumstances. It should be Sasnaukas, and then we're shoring it up and getting stronger. But Robinson is, because he's so close to getting a red, he may just say, off you come.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
You unprofessional swine. I tell you what, we are lucky that Kyogo has left his shooting boots at home.
Yeah, he's there you go, it's coming off Robinson.
Yeah. Get him off. Do you know,
like you say, we're doing it on purpose. They probably knew that Selles would probably take him off as well. Honestly.
I hope that's last time he plays for us. I don't think it will be.
So Samari's, I mean, Louis Marsh is staying on pitch. I honestly thought he'd have come off there.
One off. One's been poor tonight. Bindon, Hamer and Campbell on. We are going for it here with 35 minutes still to play.
Where's Hamer going then? It's because Campbell's coming on for...
Hamer will be left for One. Who else came off? Samari. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right, actually. I bet Cannon will go left, probably.
Yeah, because Campbell's going... He's definitely going centrally, isn't he?
Yeah. Although Campbell has played on the left for his career, but yeah. Gus for Samari. Jay Stansfield's coming on for Kyogo.
So if they get a chance now, it's probably going back at net.
Chris says, I've just come to your commentary, lads. I take Robbo off. You're right. Love the ramble. Thank you, mate. Danny says, what has happened to Sheffield United? They look a shell from last season. You tell us, pal. You tell us. Robbo is pathetic. Jimmy, what do you think to the new shirt and the away one? I'm okay with the home shirt. I think it looks great from the front. I'm not a fan of the block back with the little bit at the bottom, but I don't mind it. I really like the white away shirt. I've ordered it. I like the away goalkeeper shirt as well, and I've ordered that too. I don't wear shirts, but I've ordered them too. without the sponsor as well.
That's the positive of this season up to now.
Yeah.
Is that the away kit's really nice.
Robbo needs to come off. Yeah, 3 changes coming. Grown man acting like a petulant kid, says Kieran. Joe says Robbo has shown he's a loose cannon. Julie's getting excited because Gus is coming on. All want to sign him though, says Chris. Wrexham want to sign him. Robinson should have been sent off earlier from telling the lino to F off 4 or 5 times, says Kershaw. Well, he were trying, weren't he? He were trying. Wrexham round the corner from Scousland. He can go for me. I'd drive him, says Matthew. Error prone and seems a bad egg. He is a bad egg. 100% he's a bad egg. No discipline for a captain. Taxi to Wrexham ASAP, says Dave. Hopefully that's the last we see of Robinson, says John. Kyogo should have had 4 here. Yes, he should. Pablo says get Robbo off and get him out of the club. He's toxic and should have left a long time ago. Hope he gets sent off, to be honest, says James. It forces the owner's hand to sign someone before Saturday. Don't put him in a shirt again, says Nige. Going to up top or Cannon drop him back. We'll stick with the same formation. Adrian, I'd be surprised if we didn't. It's too much on it. Thank God. It's a Birmingham training exercise at times, this, isn't it?
Yeah, just the thing is, what absolutely alarms me is McCallum's miles away from his mark. Oh, fuck. Who was that now? Stansfield plays it backwards. United don't even get rid. Leonard, McCallum plays it off him. It goes out for a throw-in. But when that ball were coming through, there were 2 people on that side, and McCallum were jogging back to it to training. It's like, I give up. Honestly, I just, if you're not bothered, mate, don't bother playing.
Billy's saying, what's the point of these changes? Why? Mental. Because he clearly wants to stay in cup. It's a tight game and he wants to turn the form around, Bill, but I can understand why people won't agree with it. Mackie says Samara might just be one of the answers to our main defensive problems. Been great today in a rather poor team. I think he's been very good.
It's stood out amongst some very poor players today. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, Joe says Crowder's cheered Robbo coming off. I didn't hear that. I didn't know whether it was the Birmingham fans because of how bad he'd been.
Yeah, it could have been that.
That's his career done in my eyes. Sad to see, but football is a brutal game at the end of the day.
Campbell's running on. Oh, Beadle just gets there. I didn't know if they were offside, to be quite honest, but so United get ball there. Could have gone forward. We've gone backwards.
We've got a stronger team on here, but we're back to again City in the holding role in midfield with Hamer. And that was a big problem on Saturday.
I don't know if we've more shifted to the 4-3-3 now instead of a 4-2-3-1, and City's the holding midfield. The Gus is just a bit further forward with, is it Louis Marsh? And that's what it looks like to me.
Also, Gus in the 10.
Like, so it's like when you play a 4-3-3.
Oh, yes, yeah, you're right.
Defensive midfielder and then 2 central.
So, Okaki like a right forward, Tom Cannon left forward.
Yeah, I might be wrong. It's just what it looked like. But they're just playing it round us so easy. It's like...
Paul says, Leeds fan, Robinson needs investigating for this, and I'm not kidding. That's a neutral, by the way.
Oh, ball up at top. Ethan Laird. McCallum tries to get there. He actually wins it for the change.
Only because Laird stumbled on it. He wore it with a Laird stumble that allowed him to catch up.
Plays the ball forward.
Out of play.
United throwing, I think.
All right, yeah. Tommy Doyle that put it out. Oh. Nice, says if it was our fans cheering that Robbo went off, then he fully deserves it. I could swear, but I won't. I said the other day you should never cheer our own players going off, and I stand by it to a degree. I can fully understand why people would be fuming at Robinson today, and before today as well because of his behaviour. I think people. It's not just me that's saying it. A lot of people know what he's like.
Yeah.
Some people don't say it, and I understand it, and some people can't say it.
I'm one of them, me as well, though. So it's on my mind. I'll say it because I can't.
You've got a job.
I can't help myself but say it because if I keep it in, it'll just wind me up even more.
Still half an hour left here, you know.
We're offering nothing going forward, Jim.
Without the sponsor, Jimmy's DH gating. No, Matt, you can order them without the sponsor. You can order them from club website. That's what's taking them so long, to be honest. It's annoyed me really.
Yeah, but the shirts, a lot of times they'll come in without a sponsor, won't they? Well, that's what.
Yeah, I think you have to opt in for the sponsor, especially early orders. Like a lot of us placed orders on first day they were out.
Callum plays it in a corker, heads it 50 foot of it now.
Smallest man on pitch.
But yeah, when they usually come in, when you order them from shop, they'll have the templates at midnight, whatever. And so you'll order them, they'll get it, they'll press the midnight on it and then ship it out to you. So the shirts will come in without a sponsor. So them ones that's doing it, that's asked for it without sponsor, they should be getting it pretty quick.
Gloria says that Robinson is a disgrace for you, Dave the Leeds fan, up the ramble. Thank you, Dave the Leeds fan. Jimmy, get the Uber on and drive Robbo down tonight.
I think.
Do you know? I haven't been Ubering. I haven't been Ubering since I came back from holiday. I'm hoping to get in car tomorrow night, but we'll see. Or it might be Friday night. We'll see. Yeah.
Is it Binden who slipped? Yeah, Tommy Doyle has a short bit straight.
Tommy Doyle should do a lot better. I know Birmingham have a big backing, but how are they so far ahead of us with their squad? We were third last season. Kieran says, you lot don't even have the basic patterns of play. It's all gone, not a shot. This manager stays, in my opinion. AJR Gamer, who I've not seen for a while. Hey up, pal. Winning breeds winning. It becomes a habit. Issues is you have to win.
Ball again, straight across the lead. McCallum way off it. Ball comes in, bin and exit clear.
McCallum.
Them, all they're doing, and rightly so, is lofting a 30-40 yard ball up to lead because he's got acres of space on the right hand side. McCallum is 10 yards off him every time.
James says, regardless if it's the cup we're losing and this is a chance to turn it around after going behind, it's a mental test and a chance for the players to show if they are mentally able to fight back. Completely agree with that. Completely agree. Corner to Birmingham. Love the channel, by the way, from a Leeds fan, says Kieran. Thank you, mate. You can have Bamford on loan. No, thank you, pal. So we need 3 centre backs now. Then, yeah, possibly, yeah. I think we get Zetterstrom. Not sure when. We need a starting centre back. Just appalling. Robbo needs fining for actually attempted sabotage. Yes, Joe says some of these youngsters staying on have 30 minutes to prove themselves, or it's out on loan for me. Mr. V says McCallum is a disaster waiting to happen and shouldn't be in any match day squads, and Robinson is an embarrassment to the badge. Completely agree. We've actually turned into a hoofball team, says Billy. It looks like that when we're panicking to get it clear. That's what we're doing.
It's in.
No. It's blown. He's blown whistle. He blew whistle before the
I don't know
corner
what
was
we're going
taken.
off, but they played corner in. Obviously, before he's blown his whistle, he's played corner
Another.
in. I think Laird gets to the front post, wins it, and it goes in. But we'll see. I don't know.
Another let off for United. Another huge let off.
McCallum, did you see that? McCallum absolutely drags. I think it was Anderson. He's moved off him now. He's got an even bigger man that he's marking. But Anderson goes to obviously try and win ball at back stick. Obviously, it don't get that far. And McCallum absolutely throws into the ground in something that Jack Robinson would do. I'm surprised he didn't get a penalty for that.
Yeah, they're saying, well, surely that's a foul then, and instead of a corner.
God, Davis, what are you doing, mate?
No, yeah, he's tried to punch it.
Jim, that's literally on his. It's at him on his line, and he gets beat at the ball. Tyrese Campbell, the ball over the top. Tyrese Campbell is 3 defenders, coming back to show a bit of commitment, and everyone's back now for Birmingham. They're set up again.
Look how organised they are.
Ball in behind Tyrese Campbell. Is it a penalty?
Oh, penalty! No, dive.
Birmingham. You tell me how that is.
He's saying it's a dive. I am not having that at all.
I don't think it's a dive. I think he's saying that he's tripped the left back up. He's saying that he's tripped Keshi Anderson up. You tell me how he's done that.
Oh my God, that's a penalty all day long to Sheffield United.
Campbell gets the ball first.
He kicks the back of Campbell's leg.
Yeah, Campbell gets the ball first.
That's a penalty.
Yeah.
That's a penalty. Gaz, come on, Gaz. I know you're in the comments. Wow, we finally had a second shot. Both found Rose High or Rose Ed.
But I'm not trying to be biased with that. Then I think I'd be saying it if it's opposite way around. For me, it's not a dive from Campbell. Campbell gets the ball first and Anderson's clips Campbell's feet, it were a penalty.
I love Peck's little turns, uses his body so well. To say he's not got a huge frame, scans over each shoulder like prime Xavi. I don't know about that, Jack. Most talented young player we have, would be a real shame to see him go.
So Birmingham just making a sub. Well, 2 subs. Tommy Doyle and Ethan Laird are coming off and been replaced by Sung Ho
Pike
and Asai Samuel.
Yeah. 2 lads that played at the weekend. Joe says, because it's a gambling-based sponsor, the club is obligated to offer the shirts without the sponsor name printed on. Nice. Interesting. Makes sense. Domlar says, watch tonight in Bristol City and I cannot see what the game plan is. JT says, we've sustained 0 pressure in their half, all for an hour now. Billy says, looked tactically inept. Where is the in-game management? Made subs, but nothing's changed. Bindon, for me, will not be in our starting centre-back at the end of the window. I can assure you now, we'll sign one on.
Top. Davis comes rushing out. He just gets it before Keshy Anderson.
Well done, Davo.
Rolls it out to Peck, who loses the ball. Birmingham come forward again. Sung Ho out wide. Keshy Anderson puts it in with his left foot. It's headed clear by Sosnowskis. Tom Cannon gets it on left hand side. Look how much, though, right? These Birmingham players want it.
Swarming round us.
They're putting pressure on. It's a shot from edge of box. Deflected by Brunson as a shot. Sorry, it's deflected by United. Corner. Yeah, you know, the effort and the commitment from Birmingham's players. And we're saying, oh, it's only a cup game. They're playing like it's a league game. The effort and everything is there. The commitment's there.
On a brighter note, Bolton 2-2.
10 men Bolton as well.
10 men Bolton.
I did see Wendy's team today, and I think they were probably
winner plays Leeds, don't they? As well.
Yeah,
in that time.
I think they were Ugbo, and there might have been one more player I'd seen. Rest of them were all young lads that I think probably 7 of them had never made a first team appearance.
Corner, left-footed in swinger to the far post. Headed back down. Hamer clears. Scramble clear. Has Tyrese put some timber on, says Chris? I'm not sure he has. I thought
he looked quite lean at weekend.
Yeah, I did. I did.
That might look different on telly, but I thought he looked leaner.
We'll see what happens with this phase. All right. Looks like it's calming down a bit. Because Gaz says, it's neither for me. Campbell pushes his leg into the defender. Normal football contact. No penalty. Also, no foul for Birmingham. Interesting.
Thanks, guys.
Pigs are winning again, apparently. They've scored a third. Chris says, we've no pattern of play. It look like we don't want to mark a man. We look so poor. Julie reckons Hamer and Tyrese have changed the dynamics of the game. Mark Meldrew, friend of yours and mine, says, note to come this season, lads. He's written the season off already. We're 1 league game in. Come on, Marco.
That's how it gets you feeling, isn't it, at times? I understand frustrations from everyone.
That ball
because we're feeling frustrated, aren't we?
Straight through. Mike says, quite gleefully, Blades looking like a substandard team to a promoted team. Looking like a tough season if something doesn't change. Could have been 3 down. Yeah, absolutely, could have been. Matt says, credit to Sosnowskis, has come out this second half and turned his performance around. That's a fair point. He has played a lot better second half.
Yeah.
Under pressure. He could have gone into himself, couldn't he? And he didn't. Hopefully there's some Jack O'Connell vibes there in terms of initial form as opposed to overall form for United. Jack O'Connell, for those that, the reference being, for those that don't remember or weren't around at that time, he was appalling in the first few games for Sheffield United, and I mean really bad. And he went on to be one of our best defenders ever. So, you never know. You never know. Tactically, there's nothing going for us, says Gage. We're in big trouble this season, says Sabs. Big trouble.
Do you know what I'm finding quite funny here is obviously Sayers got everyone knew that Gus has had a shot from halfway line. He's chip keeper. What a goal! What a goal!
Well, see you, Gus.
I mean, who's that in net? Who's that
Gus.
in net?
Oh, Jeremy.
My strong hand.
Jeremy's in goal.
He's awful.
Gus Hamer's just sealed his move away from United.
But he's hit that from just inside his own half, hasn't
Anything Josh can do, Gus can do better.
he? I mean,
Boys,
that,
how on earth have we
our
done
wee
that?
1-1, yeah.
How have we done that?
Just showing you
Can
it
I?
way, sorry. So Gus has hit it just inside our attacking half. He's just crossed the halfway line.
What an unbelievable!
And do you know what funny thing is there?
Bit of skill. It's
It
the
hits
referee.
the referee. Now
Yeah,
the
it does.
referee should be picking that ball up.
Yeah, he should.
And
Referees interfered with play there.
Ball to Birmingham. Birmingham should have the ball.
Do you know? I have to take this opportunity to apologise to Birmingham City fans because this is highway robbery. This
Absolutely.
absolute robbery. And look, the game's not over. They could go and score a second, and they'll deserve it if they do.
It makes
But
it.
we have-
It makes it worse. It should be a Birmingham drop ball for Birmingham. It hit the referee when.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's all sorts of things, not just because of the partner. The partner play is the huge one that we have not deserved anything out of this game.
No.
But we've hung in there and kept it at 1-0, and that can always happen, and we don't deserve to be one
I mean,
apiece.
apart
But
from
that-
that, though, what a strike that is from Gus as well. Though.
But you're right, John. I'm going to come to that. But the referee needs to stop play there when he
Yeah,
feels it hit his own ankle.
Yeah.
He needs to stop play. That's outrageous that he's allowed it to continue. He's blocked a pass to the Birmingham player. It's ricocheted and dropped to Gus pretty much, who's
Yeah,
then
he has,
taken a couple of
and then
touches
He's ran it about 3 or 4 yards of halfway
and
line,
had a shot.
And
Had a shot from halfway line because Beadle stood,
Yeah,
in front at D. Ridiculous.
Adam Davis has just gone down. He's having a bit of treatment. Just they're giving him a what do you call it from his calf.
I tell you
I think they're talking about it now. Look, clearly it's referee. I think has he not blown it because does it fall straight to Stansfield and they're saying that's his play on, but it should be stopping play. It's Willemsen. He plays a ball to Stansfield. It hits the referee.
I tell you what, I don't like criticising refs. I genuinely don't because I think it's the hardest job in football because you can't win. Very rarely do you get the praise that you deserve when you have a good game. But the Birmingham players are going balmy, and they are absolutely right to go balmy.
If that happens to us, we're fuming.
We're fuming, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're fuming.
So and rightly so. And I can only say the same thing for, for Birmingham there as well. It's bad. It's poor. It's poor refereeing.
Jay Stansfield's got booked in that whole situation, likely for his kicking off.
I don't get how the referee has not stopped the play because
Connor from One Leeds, top man. What a hit, son! Thank you for the super chat, pal. Hope you're doing well. We're getting a lot of comments, Con, tonight. Get these boys back together. We'll sort it, won't we, pal?
I agree with that.
Yeah, and as you can imagine, Jord, we're getting Hamer Magic. Oh my God, what a goal! Hamer, get in! What a goal! Goal! Oh my God, worldy! Hamer from halfway. Told you, can't lose Gus. Wait for it, Jimmy. Main effort to keep him for sure this window. Well, at least it's added some brass to his price, hasn't it?
Connor, do you want him now?
Good goal. He's gone now,
25
says
mil,
Chris.
pal.
Keshi Anderson cross to the far post.
Good tackle. It was Louis Marsh. Great tackle.
Louis Marsh, well done. Right, so there's still some young lads on pitch here. This will really test Sheffield United now because it should be all Birmingham because they've been the better side throughout the game. Look at the stats. They are still beating
I
us.
will wait until you finish. I will say, look at them stats.
Beating us on every metric.
We've had one shot on target and it's Gus's. This could cause some trouble though because Lyndon Dykes is coming on. He's an handful, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a bit of a bulldozer.
Snauskas and Binden, two young defenders, where he's very, very knowledgeable up top, and he'll try every trick in book. And yeah, it's this is testing for them to at centre half. That's if he's come on up top. I know he used to be a striker. I don't know where he's kind of playing now. I'm guessing he's put Stansfield and Dykes up top. It's an in-swinger. Devo punched it.
Well done, Devo.
And Gus just
Come on,
plays it
United.
over the halfway line.
Gus is different gravy. Right in time for a move. Great assist from the ref, says Tom. Connor's waxing lyrical over Gus. I'm not surprised. He wasn't when we played him last season. He was saying he were rubbish. Thank you for your time at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane, says Gary. Up the Ramble, up the Blades. We'll be talking about it on 90 after 90. Gaz says it didn't change possession because of the referee, therefore in law, play continues. Interesting, but surely the way that it drops to Stansfield, that's not right. It just didn't feel right.
It didn't change possession because the ref. Well, listen, it's loads more than what we do. I just thought if it's referee, that's it.
He does say, for me, I would have stopped it to be safe. I think that's the sensible call. That's a common sense call rather than the legal call.
Yeah.
Gus gone, Jim. No, not definitely, no.
Not yet.
Not yet. Cooler King says, don't you know why they're all getting so steamed up over a match? Neither side particularly wants to win. Don't know why they're all getting so steamed up over a match. Nobody particularly wants to win. I think we need this result more than Birmingham need it. Just in terms of our morale. You see how it's affected the fan base. Throughout this is why I love doing these, Jord. And we've been through the roller coaster as well. And we still may lose this game. We have been really bad. For 70 minutes, we've been really bad. And that has only intensified the feelings from last Saturday.
Yeah.
But then something like that happens, and you think, oh my God, in a moment, football can turn, can't it?
Yeah.
It can just turn. And I'm not saying all is forgiven and the season is saved, but it just shows you that there's hope in any sort of situation in football. And it was so close a margin, 1-0. It's completely. We're back to being all square after being second best in every department. Definite contender for goal of the season. That says Helen. Jack says looks to have given the boys some belief, get their bodies on the line. That's exactly what we want. This is the fine margins that you talk about. What is the mindset of the boys now?
Yeah,
Players like Louis Marsh and Sasnauskas. How are they going to react here? Go on, George. Sorry, I went.
No, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I can't remember what I were going to say something else, and it's just gone.
Sorry, mate. I'm ignoring all the Hamer to Leeds comments. I'm ignoring all the Hamer to Leeds comments that the Leeds boys are chucking in there.
25 mil. We'll take it just for that goal.
Jim, who's the better keeper for Pennos? It's got to be Beadle, hasn't it, to be fair?
Yeah.
Would you bring on? I won't bring on Cooper. You got to leave it.
To be honest, that's what we're going to say, Jim. We're just going to say it's with there's no extra time, is there? It goes straight to penalties. So.
I think so. Yeah, I think it does go straight to penalties.
I do like that. I
do
prefer that. Oh, it's a bad pass back to Beadle.
Oh,
Tyrese just don't get there.
Oh.
Okay.
Gus was patting the badge. Does it mean as much?
Stansfield's beating to ball. He's in the box. He has a shot. It goes over the bar. It would a ball up at top. Curtis lets it bounce up right on the side. As it bounces, it goes into the box. Curtis tries to sort of shield it. He just gets.
You don't know where he is.
Not pushed. He just gets bodied off at ball.
Yeah, I don't think he knew. His head were on a swivel a bit. I don't think he knew where Stansfield was.
Yeah.
Joe's saying he'd keep him just due to numbers. He thinks there's a player in there. That goal makes him 30 mil now, says Will. Would you hate Hamer if he signed for Leeds? No. He's been a brilliant player for us. Or he's a brilliant player.
I wouldn't like it. Don't get me wrong, just because obviously he's signing for Leeds, isn't it? But I wouldn't blame him. How could you blame him if United accept an offer? 3-3.
Pigs 3-3. Sasnauskas has looked miles better since Robbo went off. I think he's looked better all half, to be fair.
Yeah, he's had a better second half, hasn't he? I definitely agree with that.
Would you take 25 mil for Gus? I would.
I
think it's his peak value.
The thing is, we take that. Are we going to replace him?
Well, that's the problem, isn't it?
That is exactly so. For me, I'd have to reject it because unless he's been replaced, which is it's hard to replace him, isn't it? Anyway,
Andre Brooks on for Ukaki. That's got to be late burst of energy in mind, but also maybe penalties.
He's not been involved this second half at all, has he, Ukaki?
No. Bolton last minute equaliser. Love that.
Mate, shame.
Having said that, they've got Pierce Charles, haven't they? I don't know if he's playing tonight, but he's some goalkeeper.
I'm sure he were. I'm sure he'd started. because they've not got any other keeper, have they? They've only
Are they
got
at
one.
home?
No, they're away. I think they're at Bolton. I'm sure.
All
they are.
right. Is that what Mrs. Motson's watching?
Yeah, I've sent her upstairs to watch it on legal stick.
Yeah. Of course.
It's gone to penalties, Piglets.
Has it?
Yeah. Huddersfield, Leicester have gone to penalties. That's finished 2-2. Barnsley and Fleetwood are 2-2. So apart from Cheltenham, Exeter, as it stands, the 4 games out of the 5 tonight are going to penalties.
Got to keep Hamer. If we sell, owners will just pocket it, says Chris. And David says this ball wouldn't replace Hamer. How do you replace Gus Hamer?
It's hard, and that's my point that I was saying. It's hard enough to replace him as it is, but yet, do we know if they're even going to try and replace him? They've not shown anything at the moment, have they, to say that they're replacing players?
No, that's right. Al says, love Sheffield United, but the last game was bloody bad. Yes, it was. Don't want penalties, says Julie. I do.
Still got a chance of winning then, even though I'm not, like I said, I'm not bothered either way. I'm just glad that Gus scored because it was an absolute welder.
I want pens because I think it's there's only one team most likely to score in open play.
Yeah.
And it ain't us.
Look, it's so easy through that midfield. I can't believe how much space teams are getting. Well, in City Peck plays it back to Devo, who clears it up. I don't think it's going to reach. It's not reached halfway line. Cashing wins header. Is that Louis Martin? City Peck wrong way. Should have gone to Campbell.
Who's down now? City.
That was City.
Buscema lays it back to Devo.
So Snaukis has it in his own box. He goes back to Davis. It weren't a great ball again.
No, it weren't.
Davis just clears it long. Andre Brooks wins the header. Tyrese Campbell gets on to it.
Go on, Ty.
There's just no help there, is there?
No, there ain't.
Birmingham reset and get every man back, but Gus has it. Plays a ball into Brooks. It's a bad touch, but Marsh now has it. Sam Curtis on the right into Marsh. He comes centrally. It's a bad touch. United still come away with it somehow.
It's just written tonight for somebody like Louis Marsh.
Tom Cannon's been really ineffective this second. Like both wingers, to be honest, have been very ineffective in this second half.
Well done.
We'll just recycle it back to Davis.
Bindon got in front of Stansfield well there. Will this end or
that's
not?
A foul on Curtis. Surely. Yeah.
He's bodied him, hasn't
he? Yep.
One pass cuts us open, says Bill. It's so naive. I don't. Will the ref even the mistake up? Says Gary, and Gaz answers him saying, "No, Gary, a referee will never do that." This is great, says Al. Oi B says, "I'm a neutral, and it's clear as day you lot are missing a holding player who can dictate. Peck looks awful being the sole dictator from what I've seen of him. It's not his role, pal, but you're right. He's been asked to do a job he's uncomfortable with." Danny says, "I'm still expecting us to get 4 or 5 in before the window closes. Also, it will be stronger by the next home game. It's time's running out, though, isn't it?"
Yeah.
Cannon's still not touched the ball, says Adrian. Do you honestly think Hamer is worth 25 to 30 million at almost 30 years old? No, he's not.
No.
Premier League proven players have gone for a lot less. No, I don't think that, but I were asked if we got 25 million offered, would I take it? Yeah, I would.
I would with me. I think I would take it mixed, just saying, because he scored that goal, it's 25 mil. I don't believe he's worth that at all. Well in Bindon.
Oh, well done. But here come Birmingham again.
Ball into the box. Keshi Anderson on edge. Brooks gets back and covers it.
Well done, Brooksy.
Plays it to Cochrane, who plays it to Willemsen. Takes a touch. Stansfield now takes it onto his left foot, and it's a goal.
Oh. Chuffing hellfire.
It's what they deserve, so I'm not even...
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. So what we've done there is just put Gus Amer in shot window again, haven't we? Basically.
To be honest though, why was Sam Curtis going for the same ball as Sosnowskis with Lyndon Dykes? Because then when that ball comes out, then Curtis can clear it. But he doesn't. It obviously comes out to Keshi Anderson, who plays it to Cochrane, plays the ball into the box. Williamson's at the back, just chests it down, knocks it to Jay Stansfield. It's a very clever backheel touch onto his left foot as Sidney Peck's sliding in to block the shot. And then he hits it with his left foot. It takes a deflection off Sam McCallum, who wrong foots Adam Davis.
Just an unfortunate set of circumstances. Good goal from Birmingham, to be fair.
Well, at least we haven't conceded 4. We've halved it. It's getting better.
We've halved it, mate. Jeez.
Chance for a third here. Well done, Sosnowskis. I've been impressed with Birmingham's press.
Yeah, they've been
They give
very
us
well.
No time, no space on ball.
They've done very well, haven't they?
Yeah. This is what I thought we'd be doing to teams, if I'm honest. You know, we're known for a press, and I've failed to see that yet. It's probably going to 3 minutes of added time, I'd say, 3 or 4.
Yeah, it'll come up in a minute, won't it? I think, mate.
Yeah, there's been subs, haven't there? So that's obviously going to, at the time, I can't remember any injuries or anything and much stoppage time. So, wow, that sums us up. Sam Curtis has just thrown a ball into Trey Brooks. It's gone straight out of play.
All we can do at this point is hope and pray for reinforcements, says Matthew. Is this a lower league thing? Because Leeds are not in it, and we love a midweek to mess your season games up. Not seeing anything in Bindon, to be honest, says James. Bindon again. I'm telling you, he will not be our starting centre-back end of the window. I disagree. Come here just to rewind back for the reaction to Hamer. Yeah, fair dues, pal. Fair dues. Jay Stansfield, what a player. Unreal turn, quality him. For a deflected shot. Bindon deflects 2 goals into his own net in 2 games. At least he's trying to get in front.
He's put his body outline.
Yeah, at least he's trying to get in front.
I think McCallum will actually come off, though.
Gaz reckons there'll be 5 minutes. We'll wait and see if that comes true.
Here we
Birmingham
go.
look very fit. United look tired.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Not bad, that, Gaz. Not bad, pal. Turn was incredible. Fair play. Great goal. Adam says it's an improvement tonight, I'd say, especially in the scoreline. Yes, Birmingham should have been way out ahead, but they didn't put chances away until now. I've got a feeling the ex-League One teams will finish top 6, says Kev.
I don't think Charlton will.
No. Need something to cling on to and give us hope. Honestly, not bothered about the cup. Try and look for the positives, lads. Yeah. Let me just change something here. I'm going 90 after 90 after this, Jordan.
Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
I don't think that. I mean, are you going to last 90 minutes? That's the question.
If people want to go 90 minutes, we will.
There's only so much you can say, repeating the same thing, isn't there, over and over again. I think everyone's of a similar opinion.
I have a couple of bits I want to say, and we'll see how it goes down.
In fact, I'm not selling that rate. Yeah, make sure you tune in to 90 after 90. Get your comments in, and there'll be a link for you to call in if you do want to vent your frustration.
They will for Platinum Ramblers, mate. They will.
Oh, 4 minutes left. Gus plays the ball over the top to Campbell. Birmingham
Ty.
intercept it. It's going for a corner. Chance.
Oh, you are joking. Not after I've just changed all these thumbnails.
Chance.
I haven't
It's
pushed go on them yet.
Slim to none, but it's a chance. Who was it saying?
In fact, I'm gonna change this thumbnail now just to hopefully jinx it.
Look at that though. Look at them ratings for United. Then Gus 7.2, Rester in low sixes.
Bindon and
Probably
Copland
about
told
sums
to
it
behave
up right, wouldn't it?
themselves.
Who's taking corner? Oh, McCallum to take it then. So it's going to be an in swinger because it's front right hand side. And McCallum's left footed. Takes it, goes towards back stick. It's headed clear as expected from Birmingham, seeing as we've got midgets in box. 2 defenders back. Ball gets played forward. United come away with it. Andre Brooks plays it forward. Tyrese Campbell. Oh, he takes it past their player. That's a chance for another free kick.
Referee, it's a booking.
Yeah, he knocked it past him, and he were going into the box then.
It were a clever foul.
Well, the thing is, it's clever, but it's in Gus Amer's range.
No, but otherwise he's past him, innit?
Yeah.
Into the box.
It's wide, really wide left, though, isn't it? Sort of on line with edge at box, the Gusset byline. So it's, yeah, I think it's still going to take a bit to beat Beadle here, but there's a chance.
0 positives to take from this game, says George.
So we've got Gus and we've got Sam McCallum who are currently stood over it. It's got to be Gus to take it, surely.
Yeah, it will be.
There's some pushing and shoving it box as well. Gus does take it. I tell you what, it's a great effort. It just goes over the bar. I don't think Beadle gets that if it's on target. It's a great effort, but yeah, goes over the bar. Imagine if he'd have just put that in net.
Dover Blade. Season is over before it starts. Disgraceful that the owners have weakened the team so much. Reinforcements needed, but I don't think they'll bring many quality players in. Season's over before it starts. Come on. Heyman Magic again. Well,
Nearly. It was close.
Gus scores, this is gone. Is Cannon still on, says Michael.
Yeah, it's been very quiet second half, hasn't he?
Out of order that from Paul Downborough. Didn't you?
Sam Curtis plays it up over the top for Campbell to run onto. He would get there first, but Beadle comes out and collects it. I think that's just about game over.
They've deserved it, haven't they, mate? They've deserved to beat us
I've not
tonight.
got no complaints in scoreline. They've been by far a better team. I'm just trying to see what positives there is to take out of the game, really. And
Take the positives out of that, eh?
struggling to find it. We've looked a bit better going forward since we made a subs with Gus coming on and Tyrese coming on, which you'd expect, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would.
Tyrese just chasing it down. There's 20-odd seconds left. Sam McCallum's got it at left back. Passes it centrally to Bindon. It's got to go long, boys. And it does go long. Is it a corner? Do we get a corner? No, it's a goal kick. That's game over now, definitely. 5 seconds left. Beadle will kick this up at referee. Will blow his whistle. He might as well blow it now. I don't know why he's going to bother waiting here.
Joe says we'll get better the players. Get better players at the end of the window. I don't see the Brummies improving this squad. That's them done. If we had a full team out, would have given these a proper game. Ian says shambles of a team. Shambles of a team that will not finish in the top 6. People's expectations need to be reconsidered.
Yeah, referee blows his whistle full. Is he blowing it? What's he doing? He's got whistle in his mouth. Yeah, he's blowing it.
Yeah,
2-1.
he's blown it. He's blown it. Mid-table playoffs if lucky. At least we can concentrate on the league. All these Bindon own goal shouts are a joke. Sometimes these deflections go over the bar. Sometimes they go into your goal. Completely agree with. I'd rather somebody were throwing the body in front of a shot.
Well, imagine if he
not
didn't.
bothering.
If he didn't throw his body there, he'd get slated because, why aren't you making a challenge?
Absolutely right.
So I'm not blaming him for a deflected goal at all.
Liam Cooper can do a job. If I'd rather not see him at Wendy's. Not for me, he can't. Not for me. No, thank you.
There's two names that got mentioned. They were Ben Mee and Liam Cooper. Out of them two, I'd rather Ben Mee.
Yeah, agreed. Pleased to join you two tonight. Hoping to become a Platinum Rambler and join 90 after 90 at some point. Love that from you, Jack. Love that. What a top man. Extreme Dave says, thanks for making this enjoyable, lads. Been a rough night. Yeah, it has, mate. It has, but no problem. Left back needed as well now, in my opinion, says Joe. I mean, McCallum's been awful tonight. How will we get better when they aren't doing business? Rough that, says Gage. Let's not overreact, says Ray. Well, it's up to you guys how you react. I've got a few things to say that I'm going to be saying over on 90 after 90. Jord, I want to say thank you for joining me again tonight, pal. It's not been easy, has it? And let's hope it gets a little bit easier throughout the season. Any final comments you want to make before we get off?
I don't know. I really don't know what to say, but hope you've all, like what we've done tonight. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Top
Go over to 90 after 90 with Jimmy.
Have a little cry with us. A collective cry.
Now, we'll go in early. But for now, come on, you red and white wizards. Up the blades.
Shut up!